to be better. It's a fine opportunity to go at it once again. And the time of the extension is very strategic. Time as a near man should have Liverpool, sir. We fi Champions League league and no more lose a channel about draw. And a moral booster and the Liverpool team no slot set in Niaje pa. Of course, they come out in the English Premier League. Teams that were Europe, I know about Premier League this weekend. Would that affect their performance? They come out. Yeah, about my man somewhere. A man of super the special one, but that's not the Hunsam na Brenya. Division games be Koswa and Yasem Ketwakra, a more Dion, a more Dim Papa. A man for need a year zone 2, but can tell you said zone 3. A jabby a free zone 3, ban ye jacketwa. A jabby a free zone 3, a ban a ye jacketwa. If you say, Ho United, no normally this 6 points. And then I'm not trying to visit and the airball. Positive, as you need to so in your qualification will qualify. But the man who said, Ho United airball 2 away games or a cry. I'm more chasing ne, I'm only a tram divisi. I'm only golden kicks, but some ball. Positive focus, I was go feel drop points, 6 points in our heart. And quite the whole. You be go. Of course, Ghana Premier League. And so Koso. As some power assembly Obeka Wanka and they has folk for extended goalkeeper. Benjamin Asare contra the mano. As a person it has me some mistake we. Sweet transformers and over here. Mutine is why extended. Uncle Kokra. But as for now the needful on my extended contract for Benjamin Asare. Weekend in the big game happen in Otama. Vision and a crowd of food. You better the Ghana Premier League home come on. And I Benjamin Kwanaminam, me 4 to 2 rule. Kwesi Isaac Asempa Atanase, Joel Shen Atanase, Professor Kofi Amponsa, Offer Jesse Obejeso, Basinim Eya Brand Tiemapa. Kaneshi congregation honor war. Okohwa honor war. Or a church welcome apa. Hey, now me call the wedding over her Jesse, over her prof. Over her say guess he boy fans maybe because yeah. Because yeah. So
ne profile ne portfolio no.
Ego
ne subai emfata sa Doctor
80. Doctor 80.
That's why I'm even being magnanimous. And Subai no. Any
majority for the money. Inti any asema wo be kanu.
No, tie.
Any asema no.
What's why for no? Maybe I mean be rano. Omo dey be a shop to Bible.
Ela make say they know me true and true. Asema o kanu. Omo nim say a disco infested propaganda.
Obi ebi on no e wo bibia but abantia bibia akwa ya eniem mabebe me so for oni e na enankasa no
le meilleur Happy Sports supérieur Happy Sports exceptionnel Happy Sports numéro 1.
Say me brother imam for be warning because they have to tread cautiously.
And I said, oh, Obi, we nkola no mo de ko.
What about
me do na asempa arguments apply no. Any argument ketwa. Na omo ha no say, omo bi say anye bia o rent dan ma o girlfriend say wo jiki to e dan ni bia na.
Also more specky.
Oh, when down this Becky.
I
When down this Becky. About this Becky.
And now, Ben, time about
this Becky. Hey,
I didn't know this.
now, of course, when you're saying you're talking,
I said, I don't trust in Anna.
And then so toto wako ni ho obeja mo ntem nso
and say ubuma review
oni ho ubuma mo mai
obeba
enti se mu me
grass Becky Mbao kwa menka na Becky
ana power me do ono na argument
afa small boys almost say
I don't go am go there for clarity am watch you
pa ba ku do so no onte eye 12,000 Ghana en current die also no e main king mo be won ho
spend our oba no
spend no be wo oba no
but if I'm going to rent I rent it in my name enti bibia bebe si bia ni se mi tuwa asemba na mi tuwa na ma waka if you are ni se nipa na me man be tena fi onu se me be tena biom enti mi tu no se be ya unya na wo pa mi se ko di ko rent mi rent am di na me di rent
enti wa na ko rent die no
yes enti bi se mi tuwa enya fe no ka se enya me fi enya wo na ko rent no agbegbe ni ho contract mi ni landlord na se di na wo so
enti oba ne di die no ko criminal activity bia se be abechi
enya wo liable I know I'm liable. No quite.
Okay, me down kakra.
E dem boni na car. E na se car dey am say
gay bank asemi kai. Nka man no kra na. One fucking am shege ni dimo. Nka bell branch o jika.
E woni dimo mponi.
E wi na get no kra sa na kudru e di no.
Inti am
na sa me akosi sen.
Man dismiss case. Inti am not say asam na no yes o current dan mo ba Specky. In fact, one kasa rent
we be yes situational base.
No, no bisa. Inti no bisa say.
Circumstance.
No bisa say to o current dan Edmore ba esa o Specky ana say and just pay.
Na Isaac Asempadi bia pay so say.
In
fact, ono kra de. Ono rent die. We are keeping main key now the Specky na bo ba.
Into the Asempadi and on physical mama won correct.
What are the locks need?
I'll be ya be order.
Locks need.
And then you that there we see as locks.
I said what rent na your name until you go locks no. So this is into a salon.
Ya pack o bash ya go down.
Anyway, say maybe I boko.
But winning. This week Asempa trendy pa.
Sir,
Trendy pa. Na
and trend what no ya.
There be one in bi wo ho ma no.
One bi any baby.
But trending term
one in baba man ba Wednesday no. One in it cannot from now we are rebelling. From now to Wednesday we are rebelling. Now Wednesday no pa no ma.
Ya botre. There were two teams omutumi dane results or mufi.
And no can just that when we are rebelling. We are still in the mood.
Wednesday minia Friday.
Wednesday bra.
Because next week Friday Easter Friday.
Yeah.
Good Friday.
Good Friday.
My calculation ni na. My calculation ni na.
Say Good Friday what mean ma?
Wednesday. Na I say wenti bra na be kan o da be 1 minute we are now go
me ba 1 minute we are not
today
but
yenyaji this video no Ohene na me show me say show
and do na be here
but you see I don very as post
o say oh hoy
but I say it video we have say me no
na first free kick ma have 50 angles
I say Liverpool there
against Barcelona.
Barca share training. Alex Enyankwa frame. Team attempts and also no Real Madrid fan say my Liverpool trans in am catch Alex. Alex, one more back Anfield. You bet it can. Ya show. Afi na I had an opportunity of being elsewhere. I stated it. Say I'm you bold. See you.
Inti musumu de no 3-0 saa.
3-0 saa. And make a choice 2 teams. And we tally results. And when they come person me tunu funa on person with you.
Wednesday.
See, we the Wednesday member. Na
this is a game a man for elko black market ko munya ticket in beto.
Me see Champions League, you know, at this stage, you the psychology, you the history, you the test of character, you the pedigree. Our tournament, at this stage, Enti Real Madrid, Jomu ya ne say team no, omu be show omu videos, of how they have been able to play. Me see, some match, you know. And yet tactics will be about 10%. The rest, everything will be mental. Now, the ball no too man.
I'm missing away from we Nyankopo from ma. Nipa baako na say institution baako a men doubt to mo da. Madrid.
Owners of the Champions League.
And Ebra won. What I say? I say Joel.
Mamenye. Them on some any break pa na mamenye. And some ATC. Now first one a football.
Okay.
Weekend in your intro no device has to focus about one of the biggest games for them this season. Now the game has become big because of what Vision is doing.
Vision has done on social. Let's give it to them. Let's give it to them. Oh no, whichever case, whichever way.
Vision.
Yeah.
My first 20. Almost 1 month.
Almost 1 month. But my friend, I know come me. Na any I know can come.
I think goes over tell me
complete disrespect to her.
Oh no.
Why you be that?
Oh,
Olympics. Okay, chess. I say. Yeah, content. Na go see. You get an edu. What go?
I was experience no too. So for him to have said, say goes to my first 20 minutes, not 2 about it. Because goes a bit more. But it's my first 25 minutes, not first 2 na ba.
Yo.
In fact, 1 month time, maybe our first 2 goals, no be 2. And so the game no had the energy for Biaba. Because Chaskele plays against every other team every weekend. Every weekend. Yeah. But this game no had a new vibe Biaba. And there's one thing that you're not realizing, and that is why I'm saying that first to I made the banner a football.
Okay.
Do you know the significance of the game at Chaskele on Sunday? No?
There be as okay.
Okay. Now has to play be the friend
Sintim-Koree.
Yes.
Tamani Town Brantier.
Yes. No for Tamani Town. In fact, he's been etched in the golden boots of Accra's Focus, one of their greatest players ever. Someone you
I am counting my money. I am making my money.
A year. A buy work. To my sports stadium.
No. Some year there.
No way.
But dumb.
A dumb.
No.
Oh, no way. Now, stories now on so at the papa.
Hey, Shamu.
Stories now Shamu. Papa. Will be
now the significance of the game has a question of quick room.
Yeah. One of their greatest players ever.
Yes. Almost Stock Angels. And that's for a course of a queen. The fee. Be no ball and the mine has to for home and has for airport. A very, very significant. The future has for say they shouldn't let this opportunity pass.
Okay.
So we taking advantage of this game to do something for Sintim-Koree and the people of Newtown. And here the case CBR. If it is a banner B, they should do something significant for Sintim-Koree. In fact,
and this is the first time I'm
competitive game over Newtown since Sintim-Koree's demise.
And since Vision moved there, okay.
And they're going to play their first competitive game. If you call himself for Sintim-Koree, picture, maybe I'm going to Sintim-Koree, no. Now, Sintim-Koree.
In fact, there was no football name greater in our domestic league than the era of Sintim-Koree and Joe Debra.
Yes. No.
It was comparison now we call banks now omudi wo
baby
we call choba omo ye argument no baby oboku bia
na de na onka apetesi banzo ana na mudi
ya kongoyanse
na ga choba Now we jai Abadeshiba. More discrimination there. Be a new. And me, I knew you were not going to say that. The banks, not about Choba. What you say? Oh, Choba for so.
Okay.
Abadeshiba. Choba, I get right away argument or Choba.
Who did he?
Yes.
Who did he now?
No, yet you when you say it's a for Accra.
It's a for Accra, Moko Accra,
yes,
and Namkakra.
Yes.
Okay.
What kind of argument near there? It's a pro for
I know from bread, bro. I know from bread, bro.
You see, it has for any baby. Now that's Samu Leda. Where Barcelona 92. Barcelona 92. Collins, Jude, Joe, there was Barcelona 92. Samona, 10 years ago, Samokwe, and Upobia or charisma. Boy, if you be a charisma, Samokwe, no charisma, aura, Samokwe, Samuleda. Kafa Duma. That time now, ball. People believed that, in fact, there is this argument that Joe, after the command, the ball, Samokwe.
Yeah.
Me, I hold that view too.
Say Abdul Kuma anymore was
yes, me I hold that view.
I don't agree.
No, me I hold that view.
Based on football talent alone.
I don't agree.
Yes, a ball, boss, a ball, no.
Kuma be tria, sama back pass no.
Oh how?
Me,
no.
Shabokwe.
Oh, nyawotre. That's my view.
Shabokwe mo ball no.
No, Ohene.
Ball no between ball sin omo, and so omo japa ko say ye hu e be hu omo.
No, yes, owo. Samona owo bibi. Meaning what doesn't go. The friend Faringini.
Eh, too much.
Uni Faringini.
No.
Samokwe no wo Faringini. Enti oye baku no nukura na. He said that Benyaka in the space you will notice him.
Yeah.
But in terms of say yeji ball, any ball now ye bibi there. In my view,
my first
Abdul Kumas about to there, Masa.
My first recollection of him was Pada Edubu in Nimba Park.
Exactly.
That was aura.
Samokwe.
That was it. Not Owo. See, that's what I'm saying.
My first Samawale, there was Samokwe.
Oh yes. Oh, the shot at the Pada.
Pada Bole Nimuno, there was Samokwe.
Damn it. See, oh no. Now he knew. Who said? In case Samo was on there, he gave who.
No,
in the social media era, I'm out for Samo. Because that time,
okay. So for people who don't know what you're talking about, what we saw Dombote do.
Yes.
Samoko did 10 times that.
Yes.
Sir, me kase ne meshem go match mu. Na me kwa yeah. Me ba paka antics am white handkerchief me ba one match.
Powder there no dey.
No, akwaje
Yes, akwaje duro. Psychology. That there no any man for enya adwin bia ba Samoko. That powder there especially. No the new powder.
Yeah. Say na my stories ne be ye GD no.
And also ma take 23 o. Omo no ma 23.
Yeah, that's true.
Ono omko
Bans mo
any Abdul Kuma munya koje or that omunya koje 3 homa. That time you no be person here. O person here you can say o person you want to be part of them. So you also wanted to go and find the who was kind of crab so come to 3 homa. But popular.
So continue can you flat ni mo.
David flat. Come 3 proper na. O can say enye.
3 proper.
Now only the make who has wait for you be. Arsenal Edma Henry against Madrid no.
In fact,
Colin said, "Oh,
in fact, many as that had Arsenal family who no. Share the jersey. You the cost O2. Sa yellow na.
Yellow.
No.
Always
in fact, many of them quite a ball comes armband.
Yes, and it's a long sleeve.
Epitomize.
So this was what Arsenal did
so
for
some of the fans share jersey way ball armband and sad the just to tell the unreal story against Real Madrid.
Now most of the players on the day now was short sleeves. Now when the long sleeve, when the captains, it was a unique, and this was when he scored the goal. 1-0. And this was a big way at the stadium at the Emirates on the day for the game. And this is just for House of Folk to do something similar for Samokwe. Don't you think they do something? It will be beautiful.
To be beautiful.
For Samokwe, it will into the best.
And the house was so many. Yeah. And to pay, we can come to me. I was Samokwe Busia for
yes. Oh yes.
Now to build up the game. What Vision has done, no. Said get process ni na no become what there. And what the image of our league,
very well.
And Hasford can also do something to help the publicity there
and help their social media.
Help
their social media.
Give me that
Sunday.
It's something that Kenya Friday you remind you.
Oh,
so you see it's part of the things now. Make as an example now. The entire week.
Harry goes. Build up.
From Sunday to Sunday.
That is what their entire communication team know. That is what line up. And you see, so you see, Endra, even a sorry contract extension. It shouldn't have been announced yesterday, because the entire week should have been about Sintim-Koree. At least the videos be. So another way like
the house communication social media match the vision area.
Vision area.
But we're also telling the new generation of supporters,
the Sintim-Koree story.
The problem is that we don't respect history. History does not have a place in the
we don't even research.
We don't. W, I don't know. All respecting history and our research. So at this point, and again, this profiling of our players, I keep talking about it. Player needing baby our free, Nioma or pay, ni player or idolize, ni car that you nya obetri, baby nya obetina, team or person or you. Something, a profile, so that you see. This thing we are talking about, it would have been easy if the records of if the profiling of Sintim-Koree was there.
And you see, us now there, even though the game was not a Premier League game, I think on Sunday or Monday, Premier League, April C, Thierry Henry goal. Even though it was not a Premier League game. Premier League. Omo handle no. E proceed Thierry Henry go no. Enu nti senke na Arsenal for kwan ref ya. The mother body akayom.
Yeah.
Again.
Yeah.
So I don't know
collective. See then cake in Esu. And to be a yini dia efim kakra.
Yes, they near so it is just to remind them if you have not done
yes
today they
man even the FA. There's been many times I remind you of some of these issues.
Yes.
You know, because we've managed them on many occasions.
Because you see, I say so, and it's me 2010 El Clasico. Na mene video center Mejiji Ska Papa Bitra.
What's why you book at Chepa?
Oh, say
why book at Chepa?
Oh, video center omuyi born Mejiji Ska.
Ojo Ska
He can under declare.
So omusho born. Utumi ti say papa bi na we nyini okọ ne be 80s. Oshap Puyom, and that was before.
But that you about 10 years, 10, 12 years.
So
10, 12 years.
Be 13.
We talk about Chepa.
So it was before Kwame Japan. Ebeka said Frimpong Manso was better than Ferdinand. Oshap Puyom their way mu now. Now boy Frimpong Manso mo. I remember Puyom clear Bobby. Was a boy Frimpong Manso ma bobono enye pure mu. So you see, young generation. So openi bi kasa say to me baba no na bi mu kanana. But see occasions way occasions say to me remind not even the ebia mom what is in more we in the 20s.
Because now say people have also made the argument say polo Bobo seen Messi.
Yes.
People disagree. One for SSD. But I'm saying, put a video clip. Short
wait for the release Arab phone.
Because
yes,
the team
Arab phone.
And people will say, hey, no, Bobo.
30 seconds video now. Release it. Even though Becca say, baby, I know all born quality in this, but we show movement now. Na polo. In between the players now. who say ade wey na Messi ya den no eye bi no
obi ka say the polo there no Messi there in every game you nya 2-3 am say no yen kasasa obi polo there Brenya say nya ba ko ba Messi there every game bia no obi nya 2-3 obi am say no is it because of that ko fosa yen kasasa yen kasa penye ni musa Willie, governor can you me? One hour can
we are 2-3.
Say the every nya ba ku we no. Amo say odimbo watch me go video no. Messi there no. Ni game so because we get Indra. Amo interman ball. Amo confidence amo konkakaf ese o ye me make am inti
ye document ya
e ka jim se di ba mudi mat
ye document ya
ka jim se di ba mudi mat
ye document ya anka Reverend Osekofi onim ball sin line no Messi yan document ball
na o jim se je kra timi ka ball chela no Messi ohene o jim se je ohene ma melandi ma
ko yo ya no jim se je na o fa
melandi no
my main o de praise and worship
he was special praise and worship
my main praise and worship ni ohene me won say o de news by say Black Stars players no Tenka team no that was the assistant coach
ni into omuka 6 months
into omuka 6 months okay mo say about my plan for come the reality in fact is that it's now 7 months
and a month abeka
yes 7 months now they've not been paid. Wow. And it's not only the assistant coaches, the head coach has also not been paid.
Oh, sir.
Yes. The head coach has also not been paid. And 7 months.
But my social getting impression is that head coach in the Omotuanica.
Breaking news.
Head coach, no. The head coach has also not been paid
for
7 months now. So they've all not been paid for 7 months, including the head coach.
And a bishop joining Omono 3 months into Omoka.
So and wait from a very
reliable source.
No, this is breaking. And this is breaking. So as a Brenya, can say Blasters coach, 7 months in the
oh, okay. Then don't go be a friend.
Okay.
3 hours. I think Minyani we are my friend no.
Yeah.
Me friend is
also frame ya na ma hang up.
Over katala.
Chiakai, u phone answer.
3 hours.
On his phone answer. Because met me until say.
Master, we dey my hand. You will do it later.
No, there's no record on my phone say wa frame me and I can show it here.
But a true friend doesn't know about it.
I also didn't call you several times.
You called me several times. There's no way you call ever at the time and now frame me.
Time log no time be
4:23. So we just opposed with me so me call log
4:25.
And I wish
4:27.
And so we just opposed that with me so me call.
What did you
delete.
7 months now. They've not been paid. The assistant coaches and the head coach have not been paid. None of them has been paid a dime in 7 months. Because now we need a game.
But what about the backroom staff?
I'm coming. So they've not been paid for 7 months now. Now, because now,
Sintim-Koree.
It's not Obia. It's not now. Right to come
and
but Jamia Domin, they are World Cup qualifiers.
Even assistant coaches in the crowd. If you say, oh, now you are my into Omoka. You want to last 3 months. He didn't see Omoka. So people that have that sarcastic view of the situation.
But they must be paid.
Of course.
You must ensure that they are paid. Who's the media? We have our own reservations about some things, and you did. Okay, a 2022 World Cup budget. We discussing thoroughly where we felt that some of the things
line items
that were on it, now feel and appropriate. We dealt with them. But I mean, one thing I don't joke with Obini compensation. Because Bible, actually say, and every worker deserves the wages. That is why. You see, even Bible look at him say, the ox that is working on the field, no, you don't have to guard it. You don't have to. And what's it? Muzzle the ox, no.
Until the order no DB
or do it man no DB. Bible na neka. Inti say in the Juma you have to pay him. Don't pay me a permanent. But once I will keep in our coaching, they have to pay him because also a bush afua. I also Ofidiamo. The assistant coaches they have families. They need to feed. He says 7 months ni. Jumping to what other jobs do they do? How do you expect them to pay their rent, to fuel their cars, to do? How do you expect them to live? And once our blacks and say I stand coach Ohene, problem you are the first person that they will call.
Of course.
How many of them know that you are not being paid? Until say yeah but out I got fee mu I go see in job mokano. They themselves got some money. Mean say
some know me I mean last week I try say be verify.
Information
they're not forthcoming.
Yes. Inti
they be so no mon trust say be yakubo mu din obe so no information man then bon say why relax kaka
especially say obi no say only way you close
so you have the type of
the amount those are the people who don't even talk to us at all about their things because they're also very careful Ohene media ya na me ya so be here juma na won twa ne ka de ya na ya me class 2 teachers as we dey me kan wa ha one day baba could know I am moto and they say why and I say an empty sack cannot stand upright.
An empty sack cannot stand upright.
Yes, I mean say in Janica comedy no obedi achira dey. An empty sack cannot stand upright. Now beyond that Ohene when you said the Tenka team the backroom staff no okay mami go the next one the backroom staff are not paid.
Jaketia. Allowances and bonuses.
The bonuses they are not paid like the coaches no. They are not paid. It's a more some camp na mo bon pa say team ni win no menya bonus.
Team name win dia.
That is the only compensation that they get. Ohene, do you know that Black Stars ball 2 World Cup qualifying games we are winning here no. The players have been paid their winning bonuses. And only 5 members of the Tenka team were also paid winning bonuses. The rest were not given a dime. From what I gather, nothing to them. How? That is the they are not. There's a story came out that they are paid by the FA, the backroom staff. It's not true. They're not paid. The only people who are paid a year. There's been a lot of inconsistencies that I'm addressing today. One is that it is not the FA that pays the assistant coaches.
It is the government.
It's the government. Okay. That pays the head coach and the assistant coaches. And 2, it is not also accurate. Say the backroom staff are paid.
They are not paid.
They are not paid.
Monthly.
They are not paid.
So what's their compensation structure?
Their compensation is that when they go to camp, maybe our equipment officer, when they go to camp and the team wins, then you are giving your bonus. So per diem there, send you come so no benya. But their compensation structure no, say they not pay the month, but coaches no they are paid monthly and they are paid winning bonuses as well.
Yes.
But backroom staff no, they are not paid any monthly salary. In terms of the no, winning bonus, to mumpa bonu nyate tip there, team we win no so menya, amukakra, and they win to they don't give anything. Then what enti what na mko ko ejuma no, they fair to ourselves so. First minister say you one na this we do ebe there and they do maybe ebe there
as but the mechanic say in some of these things no or say fair to ourselves mean say there's been a lot of conversations around blasters expenditure in our attempt to try to cut some of the wastage one thing year you be idea you be new
yes
and that's about affecting that in yabotre minim say minister by enche nya botre na nebe bi wo a ye engage because nipa ye ntua ka the obenya ni bonus you see one of the things that you hu it's I don't know if you guys know about espionage
Ebofo Mente krada
espionage obia owo team now do
I just go to look at espionage
Jani
Ebofo Mente krada
obia nchire nim
say in
when yamre
the world of intelligence and as a military strategy and as a warfare na obi waha Now, what's the information? Akoma o enemy. Say WikiLeaks by who Ghana for no more yes anya man. Enti possibly say
win there na.
I say we public knowledge. And then bebre.
WikiLeaks na. When you remember for the WikiLeaks report now.
Oh yeah correct.
Enti you don't want a situation where obi to bet 10 cabins.
Oh yeah what?
Emusie kumo.
Because say Ghana you be the idea of boy.
Nipa sajwa.
Because say Ghana and you sajwa and the
So you don't want a situation where a technical team member will be exposed to the point that Obetimidi information.
Oh yes.
But this one you just have to table down some amount of.
Don't take it. And don't forget, there's a history in this country where coaches have even done that.
Oh yes.
Coaches are more also allegiance to the country.
Course, of course.
Yes, sir. On record.
What about technical staff members?
Now, technical staff member on Oliki Vikra won't me who suspecting. So look, Honorable Kofi Adams, no many be over. And say the populism, no, and the population not doing in a certain way. But as a leader,
no, but use that word again.
Populism.
Yes.
No, populism.
No. So populism is the reason for all of this.
Absolutely.
Populism.
Absolutely.
You know where I'm coming from. So when I'm speaking and me no kudo ka sebo me jijama ma menka. Me kan dem dun ka biem. You go pa che inti ma menka.
Maninka na sem.
It's populism.
Populism. You said about they're not spending so much on the blasters. 10.5.
He's carrying the orders of the president.
No, you can't say that.
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 Well, any minister.
He's working on before, but the point is that we've seen a minister, for instance.
The president never said that you pay 10 cards.
I'm coming. Let me give you a typical example. Nila Tifandapoe.
President said we should cut the wastage.
Yes, wastage.
But how is it the wastage?
Even the president was specific. It was flight. Any man will say we any first class. But I'm saying that if Obi Ejuma Uchen carries that way,
but even that one crowd.
He's come to amend it.
No, even the amended the play blasters don't
they can't use the economy.
So among the different case altogether.
Charlie, they ought to rethink this.
You know, I think
they have to pay them. They must ensure that Honorable Kofi Adams said you must ensure that all members of the technical team are paid.
You see,
for these 2 games. Everybody who was part of the technical team played their role. If they deserve their wages, give them their bonuses.
It's not the same conversation. Morocco buyer near have you say
about blasters.
That
was really disrespectful.
How is that?
That was really disrespectful.
The Federal Management Committee
the so to say that no it is disrespectful and insulting. What is wrong if you give some people their per diem? What is wrong if the team has won?
Yeah.
And now say you bought 5 games or so.
You win 6 games.
6.
When you have bonus amobia, you win World Cup qualifying games too. Technical team members pay them their bonuses, which is part of budget now. The core now. You say you are paying only 5 of them. So the rest should uncover ball. What energy would they get to work? What should they go and do? Their families to feed. And they know that their only source of compensation is winning bonuses. So every time they are praying and working hard so that the team will win.
On per side, Hassel being.
Oh, please, no, please.
People's livelihood. Because, for instance,
we all do that.
No, please.
No, please.
It's not fair on people.
It's not fair.
When say Yako Macha, Obi or fairly lineup, I mistake affecting that.
Oh, blasters crazy. Yeah, pump high profile person or that because of that, but I think I saw some can get the betray a bomb. But you see, when that thing happened, no, people didn't understand why that decision was taken, but because of clerical error.
Yeah.
And in football, clerical errors,
South Africa. Yes. Whether it's deliberate or incompetence, how would you know?
Yes.
How would you know deliberate or incompetence?
Yes. On that day, on for the look, I don't know how
Unim. Sir, the uninitiated, and that's one of the major issues that we're raising with ministers Omo and Shada and around industry now they buy, and all those things. And then we conform back to Tuguna soon near the equipment of one year.
One of the things I'm kind of say, I'm not full tunufu, and I know that for a fact. But obi otunufu biano often omo interest. Amo pursue. So as the leader, you must take some of the advice, but the implementation must be careful.
Okay.
You must be extremely careful on how to implement some of the advice.
My mom, a classic example. When Mahama Ayariga was appointed as first minister, I was one of the people who was privileged, a few people who were privileged to have been called by him, come and advised by his residents. That I'm not say read school, Roman Ridge, left, over left, or maybe a tennis court. Beautiful house. I was there. I remember a current NSA boss. Franka was there, and a few people. I could tune for you. Come for Ukraine, Juma.
Then I was more interest.
No. It's about
CV advice.
I'm just saying that we all saw his administration as sports minister in this country.
How he ended up.
We all saw it.
And they are.
You're so sure eventually.
We're not in this country.
Finance of the AFCON.
But why people do and take their team?
No, finance of the AFCON. But for penalty kicks,
generally what happens.
So it's not how it as a sports minister,
he was one of the reasons who was dragging this guy. In fact, the tournament too.
It's not the work. It's not the work. It's an interviewer. You all slip. And we are
dealing with other focus.
Seriously, one year, a Juma say equipment officer, equipment officer. But
the boots that
the boots back one.
I don't know, so okay.
The more can the pitch no boots. Ya court tournament ama Jesse. Who corner someone say Jesse numbers no. I have mistake about not some correct. How home officers about Jesse numbers and I draw our hotel room.
So I think that let us not disrespect anybody's work and begin to say equipment officer there already. Dr. Martin Engman after AFCON 2008 say Shida Elias should be our advisee. Meanwhile, who caught into the issues, sir? Really, it was not him. It was Cornelius' decision to take the player.
Yeah.
So, but Dr. Martin Engman had to suffer. You see, and so when somebody plays his role, at least ni bonus there, and says bono. Me mom there, ni bonus say you be taking decision say obi on that ketuaso won manage na team na winning one about 6 games African qualifiers. Why you Juma said yes or you?
That's 0 CD.
Well, nyashi because team na winning. Na we nso nyame aye na dom. Na team na winning mienu a me gidi say esesi e bomodin na yedi omo bonuses more. Na
so if you have the problem with the amount, many problem.
Yes.
But you say quadre.
You see.
Then you pay 5 million to take that. The rest are not paid. You pay 5. The rest are not being paid.
Why should you have a problem with the amount? Because only on this salary. And now I say team ni winning a member winning bonus. And the team ni winning and on the basis of Nshishaya winning a corner. As I say to me this, and say a company say soon and now men farm because Nshishaya. And she say no whether that paper so and say that paper so me metia minim but and she say bia and she say sebeya espionage asem na wo kanu ebi a minister or a politician to espionage ase he has to understand it and appreciate it say one information or the one information come makomos for or the one information come mamali for or the one information and that's it deliberately you no share no ye mistake be na cost here ya World Cup now how will he take it so I am saying say and I fully subscribe to what Asempa is saying say yam bomodin say obia ojumaye ni bia efata na ketua can you imagine say Mr. Honorable Kofi Adams you be come meeting bi ya ka tell say oh Minister of Sports you hu hia and Minister of Finance ni other important ministers sports for them and I'm sure that he will feel very disrespected.
And that way, you
feel very disrespected.
Your ego feels bruised.
Yes, so you are free.
Your ego feels bruised.
So I'm saying that he should take this example and see. Say, look, say, yaba na some important dignitary be aba near chacha. Yeah, chacha na Minister of Sports with the Kotranche. You can say President Trump be aba near chacha as Minister of Sports ko pebe bitrana Minister of Sports there.
I think what's the issues ni
so it's important that he understands this and respects everybody's work so that only akono me problem ni nyina ne say on that salary so onya hwe yakoko bo 6 games a waye na djuma o enye se wa anye waye na djuma enso wanya hwe because team na wini and so say 6 games to ado boy yaka ne salary no 7 months no say kan o ye be tua ne ka by me 7 months no say bo ano e say de ma no but equipment officer na okoye na djuma no ono because oye backroom staff are on that salary so nti onya hwe na we nyame na dom na blasters akọ omakọ bobo ni ye omahye omawini equipment officer no so ye na djuma say de send e fata na afebe dru say ye ba be chebu no sa yes ya money be because na djuma o ye ni say so news dey say hu hia o say dey me dey say
na ye nkomra na djuma le fama no nsem no emre
Ohene bibi kakra bi
okay
enura meka assembly wa ha ba weekend division 1 game bi ebekoso they make nyina ne say referee ba ko di sa game no Era Abigail adena ni din me be kasa sese ya din ya me hwe sese ya me kasa sese ya free metrimu referee Abigail ohene facheme okay referee
when Abigail na ko to aswe
no Abigail mpo entina na mpese me check no Juliet Apia
ono di FA Cup final between Satrema and
ono di
okwa kodi game between Hoho United bo away to Atram Divisa ene
afa
ebekoso
oti ase afa we yo be ke bia nkosi aga
mpe afa su ban bia wo sa game no
afa
sa game no ekoso ewo tuba na sa game no
wani ba kwa na
nyameko
sa game no ohene sa game no
sa game shanke yo
sa game no Era Juliet Apia ma yempe se woti ase asa su bia wo sa game no enti sa because sa game we ewo potential say ebetimi ama Hoho United a qualify Hoho United and matise asempa Hoho United for no the supporters abegun kran every Monday enti ehwani ewo implication game we ewo implication the obe qualify ewo sa zone 3 because say Hoho United lead Port City
6 points.
6 points. You see, Ohene, they be a can say at some the air and fair nyasem. So what I say. But Matiti Bibi said the odds is against a year Hoho United.
It's against them, they say.
The qualification, the odds is against a year Hoho United.
I don't understand.
Because Matisse team be the team of the establishment.
Oh no, but for that I disagree with you.
Mamen kama semwe. Asempa otena ha wakasa. You metra wonche man ka hwenti mamen kama sem. Me pacho asempa me pacho with all due respect. Please, me pacho pa. Me say Ohene, wona ya ota ka kire me say atesem ya yemfa nyasem. Ba atesem ni bi wo ho a ba bi a betie free no. Uti free ho a wo de ya asem kan eyeye. Because mate enura me didi nkoma free enura besi until say me ba ha ntina enokura ka ho bi ntina na mo free me na mo se mo na mo se mo free me na mo nyame me didi nkoma mate se team bi the establishment team
what team di about team di
mate se Port City the establishment team sana mate Sana Mati, Port City.
On by years, 17 Dabe. Because we were never part of the convention until Olympics.
It was a
United.
And the Olympics and we competing until they sleep until Korea and Olympics slipped. The positive found a way to come in.
Why did they go at the Olympics? Oh, I can't share Hoho United or
Ohene.
Yeah, in the first round.
Ohene, correct me if I'm wrong. 3 seasons ago, was Nation FC in the conversation until the last 2 games.
Yes,
they know it had to be between Omni Sky. Had to be Omni Sky. It had to be Omni Sky. Until Justice Smith left and went to give them that. Oh, we have confirmed player be espionage. They be no.
Ohene.
Espionage. They can be no.
Ohene.
Both na the be no.
Ohene. Proud to say Johnson Smith. Eba koye di okoye no. Na ye nyina ya tena ha say it was a done deal. Even in terms of matches anaka, it was a done deal for Sky.
No, they were in pole position, but then a done deal. Because the point, listen, if you're not referee, the point is 3 point difference.
Yeah, 3 point difference.
But we have analyzed the 2 matches now.
How are you going to be? 3 points.
Now a nation's cry away to Sky.
Yes. And that was the determinant match. The you can't say the a bit breaky qualification was that game. No more quackable.
They were always in the picture. It wasn't that almost we been able to qualify. They were in the picture.
So you can't say until when. Bibi abetimi.
So when they become the establishment candidate.
Me say, dear Martin no. You might have a different information. But sadie no. Ya kan wo Ghana football mo and ye juma.
Okay, and I paid the Mr. Prince. Oya and Tim Fojo. I mean, Combra.
No, why are you doing?
Be careful.
No, why are you saying that?
Why are you saying that? There are 8 games.
8 games want to play. Yeah.
No, if there are 8 games. Hoho United, about 5 away games.
So the fixtures, no.
I know.
So you have all this at the back of your mind.
I know.
And then you still sit here and say that establishment candidate, BB, when you are playing 15 points, also called grabbing away. Those 5 games.
But the performance on done this season, performance on done this season, even away on their travels, actually say be a course of fire. They pick point to qualify. Yes.
Oh, they can qualify.
No. So don't come and make the argument to say, minimum say almost 5 away games.
You mentioned it already. Already the tax. No.
But they are playing.
But I am saying
games. Now they are playing 2
I am saying, say
back to back.
Yes, back to back. Normal sample. Omni Golden Kings, the same place, Tuba.
If you lose the 6 points, that was the municipal now.
Hold on. Me say, pay omo matches on my body this season, especially away games on my bono. Se bibia pepe. If the the field bibia there are no machinations bibia bibia they should be able to take points away to qualify.
Prince, I'm struggling to accept the
6 points.
Hold on. Say even this Monday, Positive, Ecobo draw any Atram division. Atram division that 11th.
Oh no, I'm not catch Tram.
But I'm drop a point. Interlies to bomb drop a point. I'm because next gap in 6.
Yes,
before this weekend, not 4.
Yes.
And I'm going to 2 points now, 6.
Last
game. Anyways.
Ohene, Positive, any Nania FC. Yeah. I was there. Legondina Eba. Nania Park. That game. So we establish candidate. Come on, bless you in this game. Come and see that. Come and see what happened that day. See, we establish candidate. Positive. Me, I'm part of Positive. We play with our blood and our sweat. Then they yani to the mo. Into the mo at home. What happened? What was your scoreline? To the mo came and drew with us 1-1. Yani Sempefi. If you go for there, Okoku Tumi. You were in the same vicinity. Sempefi came and drew with us. So, 2 years the candidate now person qualifier.
Sempefi is vice president team.
Yes. It is almost a qualifier. Only Nero only push am. I didn't know friends.
Yeah.
I didn't know body. Don't they talk every day? Say establish candidate crana. Inga wouldn't it be easy? It's a team that is playing with their sweat. So please.
Okay. Enter them now.
The what thing?
Mami come.
Mami chia na nasa fudru.
Manya me diu.
Ohene mami chia na nasa fudru. Me chia na pa.
Nana Safudru.
Yes. Matches 2 games we need the achire pa.
You were
Bebia. Me see bebia omo kobia ye need the achire pa.
Chemo, Charlie, you hold me down, and I'll forever be grateful. You know, since you show me to soccer bet, I see grains. Talking of good cash out, fast payout, high odds, and total odds accumulation, bro. It they go on for this side, Charlie. That be high for day. I be you know that, bro. Soccer bet they do the most. Then my interface they catch me. Smooth navigation and easy access to all the sports games through any virtual games you choose.
SoccerBet has all you need as a punter. High odds on pre-games, live games and interesting virtual games to instant virtual games as well. Don't be left out on all of this. It's a good thing you join the fun side. Make the right choice today and enjoy all the goodies that comes with betting with SoccerBet. This advertisement has been vetted and approved by the Gaming Commission of Ghana. Bet responsibly, not for persons below the age of 18. Gaming can be addictive.
Ne buo ene se de entwe nyinam kanea enti na krofo ani gye ho saa no say home appliances nko na opedia to Hisense na ufie be dawase Hisense everyday prices for everyday people.
Ele banjo why go masa St. Andrews asebubu wayek machine biomo Afia we die eye buta
7 A's 6 A's and 5 A's no abro so
enti say wo beto forms e wo St. Andrews SHS a the results ni bi na chance
afia we ye the 999 candidates and a quatrain emu 997 and a qualify ye ko university.
Wow, we die e buru adwen ene ntiase so
eno nti se wako school bi akofele poto
e mane ha okra
for any St. Andrews SHS. Say St. Andrews Ebi Akwenya ama form 3.
Enti ma wonye ha never found forms na tre wasi May June exams ni bi afia ebe.
Enti masa Akwenya we mpa ho fisa me ho yanka na aka echi.
Enti fresisi a na je wo SHS 3 admission form
0244 696911
Ana 0207 891004 St. Andrews SHS.
We are always
in the league.
This is the home of champions.
Charlie, today be my lucky day.
I just download the Betika app for Google Play Store. Where I do some small deposits. No, boom! Betika dash me 100% free bet. Day paper. So me, I place my bets sharp. I no go do. So make you no slack. Download the Betika app now and grab your free bet. Remember, terms and conditions apply.
This advertisement has been vetted and approved by the Gaming Commission of Ghana. Bet responsibly, not for persons below age 18. Gaming can be addictive.
Darling.
Yes.
Ye bedidina meche Angel Cola. Me bread do. Obi fa Angel Cola drink. Na ni yonku Angel Orange. Ana Angel Mango. Ose me san pedi obi ye. Aka me de ho.
Sese obi ape Angel soft drinks ni nyina bi.
Ai daddy, me say me penny ni na bi.
Sister, would your mama Angel Peach, Angel Strawberry, and na Angel Cocktail. Actually, no my budget Angel Apple Lime.
What ye? Sanya from my dear. Miss Angel Cola, any Angel Orange, and a mania. I think it's also from wifey. For us, Chastano, Ebesia. Never Angel drinks in a room. Obianca Tan in Winnie. There was Sabbath mono, no anum.
Annie, that's a massa. And no ano.
There be a sunny Angel Cola, the assemble. Angel drinks here. I don't call soft drinks beverages limited. And why? Who to do after one? 0244 83 22 86 and 050 78 78 668.
Angel drinks.
Taste like our day.
FDA, Ajay Jay Kratu.
Brenya. Joe, young boy.
So we entrance 7 so na enra games we call so Europa League games call so United breach na breach boy supporters in because baby adu ne aje Benjamin Asare and on ma besre no efri Accra House of Folk na Jumedia Andrew Onana Eddie Diom no
the match kai
yes inti enra fans no try Benjamin Asare ana ebetumi ayden ababeji United for na ansa na meko Europa League so no ensem bi eboba efri komebo ho a mere won sam to dwa na won say 2030 FIFA World Cup ebeba so no 100th anniversary of the tournament shase 1930 eno ena komebo mpani for the proposal de kwa koma FIFA say 2030 FIFA World Cup na ebe host no Morocco Sanso and Spain and Portugal no omo extended teams no enko 64 na na baya omo enye anniversary year sena amama nyina no obi abetumi enjoy akomebo propose say 2030 FIFA World Cup no omo enye no 64 teams a FIFA enso share no so betumi examine proposal no nombre akwakoto the FIFA council ni omo to aba na omo gituma na ya che eno so sene ehun sembaba na no the UEFA Europa League no game back ko edi ka eto Bodo Glimt ete SSC Lazio ena ni omo economy ni omo entumi anti Sanso ena Rangers any Athletic Club de Bilbao no obia entumi anshebi Athletic Bilbao ehie pani red card crown ekoma Edema Rangers a omo entumi take advantage omo efe win ni game no Sanso ena Tottenham Hotspur etena fie Eintracht Frankfurt any omo eboy tikampa abrante efe no Hugo Ekitike goal no share no Pedro Porro ena tumi eteka eno ena Angi Postecoglou ono so oya Tottenham manager no yebi sa no say game no hu say o say game a no Manchester boy no performance no na ni ye pa na mo pona omo hate no ena ntumi ambo omo ma Tottenham ntumi anya den win game eno si Tottenham manager Angi ensamo de to journey.
Performance in general was really good by the boys. We obviously conceded early, which wasn't ideal, and it was a fair strike by the lad. And but I thought our response to that was really good. We stayed in control. We scored a good equaliser, and we made them work hard in the first half. So we kind of knew that second half, with our ability to break teams open, we'd put them under pressure, and it's exactly what happened. And the boys did everything right. I can't ask any more of them. I mean, I think we've hit the crossbar 3 times. The keepers pulled off some amazing saves, and Sofno had a couple of good opportunities as well. So on any other night, we'd have a comfortable victory. But I still think if we can perform like that over there, and there's no reason why we can't, then we'll still give ourselves a good chance.
Yeah, and is there we and some Tottenham manager Angi Postecoglou edit to draw say performance on no results on momentum and again back na attention and so I was super Olympic Lyonnais and it will be for Manchester United because answer the game no Barcelona na Nemanja Matic ono manager Edema Leon and a branch for Andre Onana no Biano to be emani no yonkwa sansam no na attention edeba game no so yepa na ye share game na sia and a branch for Thiago Amada ebo free kick bia Andre Onana ya mianim ene ne kura ni yay abrantie mode mo form na esa goal no eba no ene Olympic Leone emmantie no omode eye abrantie fe no ene sunyama ne Jesse omo dedicate goal no edema no if say ene sunyama he's out air for the rest of the season injury na wonya no Leon emmantie no omode ene Jesse no 37 no ede chere ya na omo wese no speedy recovery na abrantie no share goal no ene yane yo enso etika Joshua Zexi enso ede bako epeso na United for ejin se omo wini game ya nesa nemo eye abrantie fe Ryan Chegi etika no ede ma Olympic Leone omo ebo game no 2-2 United fans ye Andre Onana sa nemo ede ko bisa Robin Amorim say Amorim Onana yi mistake who ni say
it can happen. If you play football and you play a lot of games, you can make mistakes. And if you look at the season, I make more mistakes than them during these last games and during these last months. So that can happen. The good thing is that we have one more game to change everything. So that should be our focus.
Sama Robin Amorim edit to you. Now, yes, I'll be sound. And the game no cost no. Onana ye mistake pe. Ne they are two any manja match. So I piano in some match. No,
that can happen. The best thing is to look at the goals and all the actions that Andre have in the game. To talk with Vital and Craig and try to. This is the best way to help any player is to focus on the game. What happened? What we need to improve and then put the player again.
Ansana ye jana mo ya sabi sa Robin Amorim say Onana sabria me no ka say mistakes no ba na eba Andre Onana state of mind ankasa no say.
To be honest with you, I use these minutes to try to calm down, to come here to say the right things. But it's normal, and I think I felt really quiet the dressing room, and that is a good thing. We draw away in Europe. That is always hard, but the team is suffering. But we need to change that, and we have the opportunity to change. So let's focus on that.
And some Manchester United manager Robin Amorim to John and on a post course and so Eden Sambiko to just say ye Manchester United Manchester Mugwenim Hono a branch from Rasmus Hojline and Alejandro Ganato some manche we modern from ye papa na Europa League impo and amoye say na yedimu ko jina UEFA Champions League dia impo and amoye say na yedimu ko jina UEFA Champions League dia dan kasa and amobe.
I think it's going to be difficult. I think these forward players have probably shown they're not quite up to the level required. You look at the goal record from the last 25, 26 games. I think Garnacho scored one, Rasmus Hojlund scored 3 in the Premier League this season. It's not quite up to the level I think it is needed. So I think improvements are going to definitely have to be made in that area of pitch. But I think improvements right through the team are going to need. We've all watched the Champions League games Tuesday, Wednesday night, and you watch the level of that game tonight, and it's way below where you need to be.
We and in summer airport scores editu join every Europa League no so na air conference league andra Rabatis air Balompe etenafie air Bobo Kwefan air Jaglonia etwa no economy no a went to me anti-Bisanso and Fiorentina and so according to him 2-1 against SLG air Dagdan and so etenafie MSK Rapid ekoshare no ekabako went to me anti Chelsea and so edin kunim omo ete Legia Warsaw etwa no economy and sa Legia Warsaw and to me anti a branch FN Tariq George eto atenane bako sanso and Noni Madreke and so any 2 goals any so Chelsea etumi enya advantage no and Enzo Maresca ye bi sound say game no ehunu say erodi to dwa say first half performance no na enso ani.
I think second half we were a little bit better. First half we struggled a little bit. We had some good moments, but we struggled a little bit more. Overall, I think has been a good professional performance. Second half we were a little bit more quick also in the transition. That is important, and yeah, we are happy.
Enzo Maresca Sanso editu just say way a clean sheet na omu equipe no ye pana ebo team no the last 8 games so mabono omu keep 7 clean sheets sano ebo team mura.
Yeah, absolutely. I think in the last 7-8 games we had many clean sheets, and this is the way to win games, because at the end if you don't concede you have more chances to win the game.
and some Chelsea manager Enzo Maresca edited. Now when him say UEFA Champions League game a course on Wednesday no now the future king of England, king of UK, Prince Williams now at the park the Prince one on also Osha game no na pre-match Osha opening no analysis and Prince Williams analysis and no ama video no trendy ye pa na ama focus say future king Tumi analysis ye pa and dachi she Osha na Three Lions edwuma no managers no enya ono akasa baba beji edwuma no aye na yentie ensem kakra Prince Williams editu dwa ansa na PSG any bobo kwai for Aston Villa game no ebaso.
We all saw the Liverpool game and PSG's intensity. I mean, in the first leg, they were unbelievable. They gave a lot of pressure. They pressed very high. And so I think for Unai tonight and the team, it's about managing that press. Unai likes it when their teams come onto them, play quite high press. But obviously there's a limit, and that, can we get round the press? Can we beat it? So I'm thinking long ball a bit. I'm thinking also how they're going to get round the high press. So it's going to be a challenging night, and I'm looking forward to the tactics that Unai is going to have to employ. I think you're spot on, Ali. Obviously, I think not having Mbappe there, I think it's been the PSG guys have talked about that quite a bit. I think in the media around not having the superstars maybe makes it a bit more of a gel. And I think the way they played, they're a young team, and I've been really impressed watching how they played against Liverpool. And I think Vitinha in the midfield, I've been really impressed by. Bear in mind he was at Wolves 2-3 years ago maybe, and he could hardly get a game, and now look at him, and it shows you, really, both you know this better than I do. A couple of years in development terms, massive, and given the opportunity and backed by the right manager, you go places. And so I do think Villa can cause enough trouble tonight, and if we get our game plan right, we'll give PSG a really hard time.
We analysis ya wutie enya Gary Neville and I said Jim Carragher be ene kasao. We a royal analysis Prince Williams and this analysis tuja na me ransom from the Liverpool nanki ye share nimu se anodo kwai na Salah ko na Van Dijk enso connective no enye guane sa nemu ena Liverpool for attaje omote denda abranti e Mohamed Salah why extending the contract no by 2 years otina eho na eno ene bisa and it's not say say contract negotiations no ekoso no na why calm and na wonim say Salah onko baby ana.
This is all to do in the trust I have in the quality of leadership, FSG, Michael Edwards and Richard Hughes. So that's why I'm indeed calm about the whole situation, because they will do what is best for the club, and if that is extending, and if not, then they will find good solutions again, because that's what they've showed for so many years now. So there's a reason for me to be calm about everything. But of course, I've also spoken to Mo and I follow the whole process, and that gave me a lot of confidence as well about his situation.
Eno sama ura IFL no aneslot editu Jana Mohamed Salah so be sense Salah na ke ye hwe no mu se wo be free Liverpool bobo ko no edan na esesa wadwen na wa sign contract.
I always say I just want the fans to remember that I give it all to the fans. I give it all to the city. I was here. I wasn't lazy. I just enjoyed my football and just give it all, because I think that's what the city about. They give you love and you have a connection with them because you give it all. So I just want them to remember that I was here for 8 years or whatever. Then I just give it all.
We and Salah Mohamed Salah editu Jana me bo NBA games and ebeba so no me bo boso kwekwe no and anyway 11 p.m. and a games me boso yi ne nyina ebeto Jana bobo kwa na say a club by the D at the Boston Celtic and Charlotte Hornets the bebo Sanso and the New York Knicks bebo Cleveland Cavaliers, Indiana Pacers bebo Orlando Magic and the Detroit Pistons and Milwaukee Bucks and the bebo me sa 7 2 and enti obi and 7 and Mohamed Salah while standing in the contract and after what analysis na Prince Williams and so edit to Jana Mamifa and 7 NC.
All right, Joe, me that say pa Mamin call Prof on him how he's feeling this morning after hearing the news say Salah up a 2-year contract, and I say was renewing stay at Liverpool till 2027. You are also told say VVD as so negotiations now when you pass. So
here we go very soon.
Yeah, I'm surprised.
I'm going to 50 years. Combined ages.
Look.
Combined ages.
Let's combine. Combined ages is about
105.
Combined ages. Salah is 32.
No, we may come back for. We may come back for no.
Who invite you?
I say buga.
Hey, check it. On back 5 no. Check it. Liverpool back 5 no. Over 105 years. Check it on back 5.
So over 105.
106.
That means only an average of 25 that means you're making an average 25 years. They are only an average of 32 years.
Local new foreign your only team.
Okay, but I'm going to prof. How are you feeling this morning?
It's a fulfilling,
exciting morning.
Exciting morning. You can't. I can't. Just I mean, how I'm wrapping my head around the whole thing. Say VVD call, Salah call, Salah Traitor and so call. I mean, it would have really collapsed Liverpool. But I'm happy. Say at least Trent the uncle. So sure Beko.
Yeah.
You need more mu feel Liverpool. Say me the mama be cast em no. You need more mu feel Liverpool mu call Madrid no. You need the two uncle. But I am extremely excited. Say Mo Salah was signing contract no. Na 2 years there. 2 years no so. When we say records no, so setting new ones. Into records na the Obabe womb. Obabe breaky, setting new ones. Na or the Liverpool say 20 about 2021. Into next season no.
2021.
Na 21-20. Na you know na ye ko. Na ye ko anymore. And it's not the best Bill Shankly.
Okay.
And it's not Beji trophies pa.
Okay.
Or Beji Premier League in pa. Because Guardiola no man no ni fasa. Into Guardiola na enche no aduane ko. So enche Premier League ni beja no kwai. And it's not waba be stay. Mikel Arteta so afi ro shise di team bro. Say we here striker.
Yes, striker pay.
Epe.
Since Zubimendi ba this summer. Tinya striker can we are good to go.
Zubimendi no monya careful kakra. Because still I will interest.
Okay.
Munya.
Yenewio.
Munya.
We that's a coach case. Okay.
Okay.
Good morning to you.
Okay, William.
Yeah.
Tottenham say no sign here. Doing is here.
Robinho.
So the point is that it's an exciting time. You try VVD announcement. VVD announcement and check cry beba. You try into a Mbappe. Not just say Mo Salah, VVD. At least you have experience in there. One or more combining ages and the affair. Say more combining. The most important thing is say VVD best sign it. Now fi Samano. You lay onslaught on the transfer market.
Okay.
Now you compare young central defender ba. Now you see Van Dijk kaka. You pay young right winger.
Captain Hunsu nyina.
Yeah, should be I don't know. Was signing somebody with me signing or with me setting new records. So and record now no babe setting. So and to go kin say Isaac say Arsenal obeko so nko say Newcastle obetra Isaac Sarah obono dada. Sisi strike say moko fa Benjamin Chaskele say moko akofa Jokarish. Say on bakra Sarah be boom. Sarah ne di oba the hiane say you be pay another DM obeka Gravenberg on what teacher passes. Teacher passes na you wiane sa. Enti Michael Edwards, any Richard Hughes. Omaya Bomodin was me better abomachi. Say
it only makes sense, Prince. It only makes sense. Liverpool offer Salah the money he wanted.
Absolutely. Oh, say me better.
Ukophobia, but you're not guaranteed.
Me better catch us all here.
I know the what made it worse was that they were claiming that his 350,000 a week was too expensive at his age. Yeah. And that wanted to reduce it
and give him 1 year contract.
How?
I'm serious. I got English. I got
a proven a year Premier League a year goal scorer.
Yeah, consistently. Even when Liverpool don't win the league, consistently only goes in there.
Ohene.
I can't chop it 20 goals.
Me can waha obekaya Mo Salah transfer me ka say a gambler one shot Yejin club. Obe regret it and also obe rejoice. Me can waha because now Okofanaba no everybody thought it was a gamble. Because this is a because Mo Salah na ye hu no say wa ben nam Chelsea. Of you are in fact, or Fiorentina and Son or Roma. And Sana, Georgian club, this are gamble, no say, no, this is the player me pay. And since Obeshe Liverpool at Areno, me yase me bought Liverpool player baso. Honestly.
That's what team knows who jai. Until you bought Liverpool player baso.
It's so on say ye kan ho asem wa ha o ye den o te sika ne so na ka Liverpool sen ka ne kro munya ya nka Jordan Henderson da so Liverpool emutua ne sika kese he's proving goal scorer one man kra no ti o season ya
ambase ya menso no
okay Matthias mabobo mensa one man kra no hene eno kra no one man no obema double figures.
Yeah.
And no cry a season.
And that's very difficult to come by in the Premier League.
In the Premier League. Consistently. And he's done that. So, me who news now no pay. Around 7 and news nearby I say finally. Because look, supporters say muma no contract. Here ni the club nechi. Muma no contract mo sumo tete wo no mo ye minim de no mo pay.
But so when your message be her prof, we free CEO of Data Bank, could you diamonds. My regards to Prof. We never walk alone.
Okay.
You never walk alone.
Enranso, Mr.
Edwina Plato.
Mr.
Retired Ali Musa Plato. Also the Abba. I say we the Liverpool family are reveling and extremely happy.
Absolutely.
Arsenal will bleed soon. I don't know why Arsenal comes into
now, when you know, Arsenal ever pitch my bed, referee time.
How does that
No, because Munya striker baako bi ehemu say 2 horse na ba be Liverpool Arsenal.
That's what it is.
Entimunya striker baako bi ba na o ya ade a me say mu nkofa eye Alexander Semanto no no United dey makacho say until say Glazers no ebeko no the environment no toxic.
Yenya o University of Ghana. Kujusu.
Yes.
O su sa minim de internet pe o.
No, say United.
O say Ohene, o say Onana.
United.
Onana. Ohene.
Mr. Edwina Manko aba ha.
Okay.
O say anytime bia Arsenal be sha mo betena ha yesa no. Me am sack mu nyina free studio.
Okay. Ya jine.
Say the Jamonza say
enkra o de man.
No na ma o say Messi.
But enra no.
We don't see a one and you take us na name ade that say.
Enra he was unsure whether say Mo Salah we ni beba even though me ne George ni ID hu nkomo no nye sure say announcement ni beba na no. So I think say Liverpool ma ya de a no mo supporters we are seeing now person mo tesa news no enti look one shot weekend we omo no be born shebi on be show mo Salah shebi obe she goals 2 bi and now obe bo hat-trick bi just to cement
Liverpool ebo Sunday omone West Ham.
One shot hat-trick just to cement a year contract extension.
Liverpool I will have extended the contract.
We Liverpool and can we extend the contract.
If I were Liverpool, I wouldn't have because this is a player who has held you to ransom.
I saw boss.
This is a player who has held you to ransom.
And you also help me.
And any player obey deal to ransom. Now, what the amendment thing? A best any player any contract no.
Goes by the guys for here. Politics
no. See on the top. Yes. As on ina what opine no. What do to ransom? Yeah, mo who stay in an old green. Master.
I said here.
No.
United supporters, no. Maso Hansen, no.
No. You see, Prof, serious, and people should not be excited about this. Me, if I were Liverpool fan, maybe me. At this point, I would have wished that Tobacco. See, at a point, that's not your best player, the captain, says Fabregas.
Yeah.
At a point, Fabregas, yes, Ohene to ransom, and he wanted to go. Me first boyfriend, Fabregas. If you don't, I'm telling you. Hey, me.
Can he?
I know you can. Yeah, trust me. Let's go. Let's move on.
No. That's what I mean.
That's the whole
my first boy.
Yeah.
My first boy.
Yeah, first boy, not first son. And that's first child.
Yeah, my first boy.
Yeah,
when he was leaving and he was holding us to ransom, I was one of the people said that, yeah, but let him go. When Thierry, a boy in the Champions League finals, we ain't winning, we are seeing winning the match all corner. I said, let him go to Barcelona. When Hileb was going, no, I don't have a problem. I don't have a problem with that. When Hileb was going, he said Hileb saw Barcelona. Let him go. When Nasri, and they said at that time they sit here, Nasri, Clichy, Sanya. Do you remember? Yeah, right back Sanya, left back Clichy. Yeah, central creative midfielder. And then they say Nasri. They all went to Man City. But I said that no. When the player wants to hold you to ransom, in my view, don't extend his contract because you are extending the contract. Motivation, no, motivation be a new beam. It is like you said, this is what we need league, no, we need Champions League, we need League 2. Then beam no J or 33. As I say, boy, you cry, me, my dad no lumai, security be but that is what was dangerous for you to have extended the contract. Very, very dangerous.
Okay. Yeah, weekend. Say class we say Aston Villa, Arsenal, Champions League games. Would that affect their output this weekend in their Premier League? Arsenal bought China in the Premier League. Arsenal 4:30 Brentford and ball.
Me I almost have early kickoff be.
Let me say that
to me.
If I say me town to I'm telling you.
You go to affiliates again.
Aston Villa is fortunate they are going to Southampton.
Yeah, so that's a game. It's a winnable game.
Their game has been postponed.
Yes, PSG has no game this weekend.
I'm giving number postponed.
So. In the French league,
they do that all the time.
So much league in Poirier.
Yeah, so they've literally wrapped up, and it's looking like Arsenal they're very interesting because they'll have their mind on they'll have their mind on you can't say Madrid game. I wanna I want to prepare team to party. We need be out in crowd be or in crowd be baby shishim na. Omaka ko bono mo Lucy. Lucy we are not just Premier League no. Say Makacho say mo be my guard of honor. Be my guard of honor. By all means say one should by the time I be bomb mo be my guard of honor. Very very interesting. But say udi nyina be ko gina game ba ku bi so a wonnya too sure on eno na me yama no but at the end of the day you have to make a choice, and I'm sure Mikel Arteta making a choice between Premier League game which they know that is gone and Champions League game who keep who players fresher possibility you are leading by 3 goals possibility say bia ubetumi afa ho dia qualifying so even though in my case minimal no the point is that you are leading by 3 goals and emu choices better so make it. I'm sure that Mikel Arteta sitting where he is sitting, he will choose the Madrid game over the Premier League game and therefore rest some of his players. I mean, why would you want to risk Bukayo Saka?
Why would you want to risk Partey?
Why would you want to risk Partey? Inti bia na obe started sa 2 players we na after second half and after half time almost 15 minutes bia where you more free no den kran number be shame. You know, he will make an attempt. Of course, he will make an attempt to try and make the Premier League competitive. He will make an attempt to try and win the game. But at the end of the day, I know so Ubisa Mikel Arteta, he will have his eye on that Madrid game. No two ways about that. And therefore, he will be cautious in terms of so starting a stronger side. No crana. If the only players in the back, as I say, Charlie tackles be don't go into it. You know, more game no, more game being competitive, but don't monetary So,
do you remember last year, same time, it was Arsenal going for a return leg against Bayern Munich. Arsenal had a weekend game against Aston Villa.
And what my party?
Yeah.
Bossa. That was a game. Now party
returning from India.
Now because the party boss again. Aston Villa share in league. In fact, if you had won that game, we're champions of England. Because we won our last 7 successive games after that. We won that, all of that. We Tottenham away, United away. Oh no, but we won United away. We won Tottenham away, we won United away. You see, Ohene, Arsenal doesn't need to win against Brentford. Arsenal will rest players. In fact, last never in game no. And for real, if say rest 5 of our starters. Timber and started. Pate and started, if anything, Saka and started, Odegaard and started. I think Martinelli and started.
Injury prone.
5 of our key players in that game. It will be even worse this weekend. Because this place, will not start this weekend. Who, in his right senses, will start? I think Declan Rice even didn't start in Declan Rice didn't start. Who in the right will start Declan Rice? Pate. Timber. You see, one player fortunate Saliba. Also prior, I think last season. Affected him so much. This is Nyamadum, his faith is playing well. We cannot rest him. He will play. So coach Mberetina and the Biobema White any Kiwi about 4 and 5.
Which is possible.
Which is possible. We have to ring changes in the team because of this Madrid game. And you do know
one thing about English Premier League teams on phone about Champions League on about monetary.
But I feel that every player Jorginho, if you are playing against Brentford, you be able to play.
Yeah.
Oh, why not? If you are Jorginho playing against Brentford, you can't play. Then you have no business being in the Premier League at all. So, Ochina, of course, Iwaneri would have to play tomorrow. Trossard will have to start tomorrow. Merino, because the early part of the season, when a lot of games, he's now getting his game, so he has to play and get the confidence and play as the Arrowhead. And the Merino will have to play tomorrow. We have a lot of injury problems, so they should play. Me, he said, me concentration in our Champions League.
Yeah. So the career started against Everton.
It started, yes.
So what more and a replace Timber.
Yes.
And Saka Swambo in that particular game, or by second.
Odegaard Swambo.
Pate Swambo in that game.
Yeah. Inti. Martinelli
started.
Yes. Halftime season start to play.
So I think Claire said this time he will rest more players.
Of course.
He will rest more players.
Now them in there. HappySports. Mama kume muye me there. The point gap between Madrid and Barcelona.
So they can afford.
Say Barca airborne on Saturday.
Yeah.
Say Barca we need Jabe go Madrid team. They don't have no business versus any play against Alaves. And also more game on Sunday.
And almost two stations there near almost same.
Yeah,
Arsenal didn't know the same. Barca didn't know the same. So you only can compete.
Yes. And now among them, unlike here, they are Liverpool lead 11 points to Saheno. More than they are close.
They're close.
In the Uber to match league, no.
Yeah.
Same. Yes, you can still win the league. Including us, we can say that okay, we are forget about the league and then concentrate on the Champions because we have a 3-goal leader and it looks like we can progress. Who the idea? Yeah, teaching say go near ball in both the league. Into don't play in Uncle Bob. There will be 1 or 2 injuries.
Yeah. Maybe one.
And it's a probability. No, you see, there could be 1 or 2. If you are Vinicius Mbappe, 1 week injury. Why we get me? Why we get 14 you get to heavy.
And I'm already too.
Everybody
Big goal. Big goal. Big goal.
Number one everywhere you go. Big goal. For the friends and the family. Big goal. Big refreshing moment. Big goal. For the kids and the adults. Big goal. Boys and girls with a drink of. Big goal. Everywhere the party day. Big goal. We go mash up the place with the big goal. Greatest in every battle. Big goal. 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 Greatest in every battle. Big goal. Big goal. Big refreshing moments.
Big ol' drink. Big refreshing moment. Another quality product from Trillium Industries. This advert is FDA approved.
Onuaba onuabema. Waware mu nsem te sen. Enyoma akoyi. Ana wo hu ano. Wabre. Ana wo ya paaba. Ana mpo se unnim obi a onene beka wasen. Ene me wasem de bi ma o. Every Saturday 12 April. Any Saturday bia from 6:30 p.m. Ekopim 8 p.m. Shia Pastor Solomon Afari. Ene na pamfo a mu wonim die ewa aware mu nsem. Ewa Happy FM 98.9. Wadi jumedia yatuni din young and married Edebrel. Get practical advice, expert guidance, and real life experiences. Ebe buao. Ama wawarie. Any relationship akoye. Wawarie ebe yi. Happy marriage. Happy life.
Etoda, wo kontimi do champagne pa. Nanso, wo sike kura wo no. Na ye juice ene betumi ato. So pese wo kura mre kura sika. Na udwumadi a wo die, wonmo a wonim dwumadi no. Etimi dima wo e wo bra wode emfidie a esefata edi dwuma ne dia. Ene ha ho kura. Isanze E-Productions. Ya be sort you out. Frey. So open studio and production equipment rental. Emfidie a yedi twa sene ahodo nyina no. Ye betimi dibia fam. Corporate and social videography. Se wo do dwumabie a wo pese wo twen egun homa so. Frey. TV commercials, se wo ton wo niema na pese amanfo ehunu e wa kasamfoni so. Frey. Documentaries, frey. Photography, any live streaming, se wo twamfoni kama pa. Anaze wo di dwumabie na pese brekro no mu a obi biara etimi hunu. Frey. Why nyom na pese oye nyom no ho akasamfoni a. Frey. Jingles, IVR, any voiceover production, Frey, short and long film, Frey. Your telephone humanie 0242 755 323 ana 0302 254 858. Ana se hwe chira kwan. Ye wo Asylum Down, ye ben Happy 98.9 FM. E-Productions, capture the moment.
Eniama no ne fe, ne buo, ene se de entwe nyinam kanea. Enti na grofo ani gye ho saa no. Say home appliances nko na opedia. To Hisense na ufie be dawase. Hisense, everyday prices for everyday people.
No, every. All right.
Brenya.
Question say more 2 minutes be no fire the. How can I check? How can I check?
Ya ho menja cho baby.
Okay.
Ye dis kaba fi ache pa. Ene mo my din. I say ye betting tax ni free or no. Still yenya win bia e ho ye but this week
you know.
But this weekend, dear, me show be able say games I are selecting dear, you didn't couldn't dear ever back come up. We the German Bundesliga, the English Premier League, and a French League and they are three major leagues no. 5 out of the 5, no 3, and you are selected 5 games. And you are free my be by the close of the weekend no. Na adani sika bubruja e de amado do na e wo say na games ni tie tew Brighton and Hove Albion any Leicester City neighbor yakọ no home team over 1.5 na say Brighton e be share 2 goals in that particular game
Newcastle United the Manchester United enso ebebo ya picking Newcastle United home team over 0.5. Now say at the end of 90 minutes no, Newcastle United ebenya goal in that particular game. AS Monaco etna Stade Louis II nefimpo on Olympic Marseille abo elho ye kono both teams to score. Ubia betimi ato atena ewo sa game ni mu. Ubia beto atena ye, ubia beto atena. That's it. Elho. Now say two teams no ubia beto atena elho. Bayer 04 Leverkusen and Union Berlin and Ebo.
Kabi Bajakabo. Omode kono de benya accident. O be crash. Mo de ga na for de nya bi better na mo bidia. Kwale sare e mi kata se ba ya nya ni okukwa ne basa. Ye break record. Yeah, break record.
Boy, you say bet no, wo opa ko twa se players no. Omode Jason ne bebo ball no. Ba ko be singlet. Aba be gina park no so na ehwo na bet na say. Sta upude opatwa ne se refin de wese ne bedi. Bo the trumpet da no ko ho no de ba. Wo bedi
all right, the end to so graduation. Cake the Kings. Mickey award sweeter. And the miracle 59th graduation ceremony be basso. Na ceremony keke. The cake and food exhibition asa tattoo and the me ampeke kidia me boho se jano me ko boho wu na we no the miracle 59th graduation. Where the bra nefo ni be adie na cake and food exhibition enti wa opeduane no mo a mo pese mo recipes fufuro no mo test different foods no and ye pe cake no ene 13th of April 2025 ye kowu ada Accra International Conference Center so 6 p.m. na ye big gate tie de obe MC Akosua Japan ene eba be MC no dwumadi ebe fe ebe de nti wa ma wa ha ho pa a cake takings, a 59th miracle graduation cake and a food exhibition 13th April and a Jumedian Ebaso or Accra International Conference Center 6 p.m. na ye be a gate bra never Jewini live band and yum papa bi and a Ebaso never chill on my love so Mr. For more information free on 0244 6745 0244 674545 information is so and my cake takings making our world sweeter information is so and my maybe see na ya to dwumadi no so
Etoda, wo kontimi do champagne pa. Nanso, usike kura wo no. Na ye juice ene betumi ato. So pese wo kura mre kura sika. Na udwumadi a wudie, wonmo a wonim dwumadie no. Etimi dima wo ewo bra wode emfidie a esefata edi dwumane dia. Ene ha ho kura. Isanze e-productions. Ya be sort you out. Freyen. So open studio and production equipment rental. Emfidie a ye di twa sene ahodo nyina no. Ye betimi dibia famo. Corporate and social videography. Se wudi dwumabie a opese otwe egun homa so. Freyen. TV commercials, se wo ton wo niema na pese amanfo ehunu e wa kasamfoni so. Freyen. Documentaries, freyen. Photography, any live streaming, se wo twamfoni kama pa. Anaze wo di dwumabie na pese brekro no mu a obi biara etimi hunu. Freyen. Why nyom na pese oye nyom no ho akasamfoni a. Freyen. Jingle, IVR, any voiceover production, Freyen, short and long film, Freyen. Your telephone humanie 0242 755 323 ana 0302 254 858 ana se hwe chira kwan ye wo Asylum Down ye ben Happy 98.9 FM. E-Productions, capture the moment.
Eniema no ne fe ne buo.
Photo from you soon. Joy the Shana Transfer, the Omen Handsome, no Ebren. Joe,
Alright, Obi man free fisam no and to dwa na yankwa na meka say high sense and asom so a me dey fisam no bro na endra hands of work for omote asem de bra Black Stars number 1 Abrante from Benjamin Asare extending the contract for 2 years 2027 and Abrante no the contract no ebebe we Asare am no ka say Benjamin Asare 20 games awabo eliama Accra hands of work no Abrante no we keep 13 clean sheet and no akra no and who says son Benjamin Asare no or a young man 25-year-old goalkeeper was standing the contract no by 2 years and the ama Accra hands of folk next say Abrante no contract and be we and farmer Accra hands of folk no na openino why then na we di 32 and release am who you know 25
mistake 32
antina man for kasana no kweka me stories no one 32 okay intendra ye be kwa kwota de trouble ntin say nti contract no mbewe no na Benjamin Asare we di 34 ono so ode som no ebebewe e wo hands folk na enra osane contract and togbe after His Royal Highness editu just akwapa no kwafo nani age Benjamin Asare ho pa professionalism and commitment we show Ediama Accra House of Folk no odana se yie pa na onyame nso ebesra no efise togbe nim se Asare no enye se has no do mo kwakra enke okofia ne sai because 1 year pe and Abrante no sign Edema Accra House of Folk sanso and opening a fan set or say wire and so ese yam fan to just say Sunday game omne kotokobobo no omo ye bibia se ometumi akose upset bi na omotumi win game no we United assistant coach and all the Sansem to just some of the pressure bia any so nemo game omne kotokobebo e Sunday no diana omne kotoko eti ebekafo na games we and also eba so weekend we are and then media ma and Dreams FC and about 6 p.m. and a side game toja and a china current kotoko and betem United bebo Sanso and a Karela United bebo Adriana Stars Brokum Chelsea bebo Heart of Lions Gold Stars and so ebetina BBN Dance Park omne Young Apostles and a Lagos Cities and so bebo Bobo Kwa from Samates na game back kwa yes a hype abahwa mafo nyina eka ho asem Vision FC game on betina Tama New Town no many Accra House of Folk abono na Vision FC fans and so the jamabi ahihye so a yentie bi ye ba na ye de aka no so ato so we Jama kakra Vision FC fans no omode je has fontata na Vision FC fans na obra momo tonyom na eni omodi nkomos game no na momo ne has na bebo ase mo rabi e wo so no num dwara mu dwana we na Vision FC fans no to enum
Sunday, no remark. Vision will score us. For my prediction, 2-0. For my prediction. Oh, no remark. That one midfielder, no. Soa. Three goals for Soa. Go tell the man of the match again. I'm better. Nobody will stop. Let me say with the Brago. We know we are talking. We are doing. We go do this vision. We go score. As of that guy Ghana number 1 go score. So simple. Benjamin Asare, small goalkeeper. Oh, Basu, Asare go score. As of 2-0 for a prediction. Safini.
We some Vision FC fans no edit 2 minutes has more ban no prepare say be some 2-0 and until we hands of folk fana we and Vision FC 4 CM fan to him now Brenya fan Enoch Morrison esina kan edema Asante Kotoko wonim say in sa former Asante Kotoko player now wonim say eba no wo ho no ensam eba no say Enoch Morrison omuade sabe coach Kasana or challenge coach ni sa enunti ene kan wa opani I fan Prosper Nate Ogum doctor Damo no every bobo kolo and a Brighton see ya fan to you are not fans and if it's a Dacia 70 so obey no na in Morrison choma ono the relationship ano oni ogum wono na ya call their one challenge ogum ra nemo ewo institution bi am no akonya wo ho so superior eka asem na woni nya adwen a ubetumi aden won so wa kira wadwen na so no all challenge coach prosper nat ogum no de ensama aye amanfo beka no ne krobia enim eno ene ensama aye Enoch Morrison ese Brenya ye fan to dwa na kotoko fans phobia enfan to omutrim say sa report e ba bonten so no ombuade na o challenge coach no ne krobia enim amenyina we so na memfa efisam no nsi na me catch am say high sense ese en control say bibia wo pe bia no appliances bia no ura omo shop bia e Ghana high na ubenya bi ato high sense so de onim say ebo no de form ye pa
okay say ma fast la kase ma two teams almost social media handlers no and omo PR teams no and communications teams no both vision dey na pay aka but media guys no so ya dey bia it's brilliant. It is brilliant.
I think say
this is a promo of omo game against Dreams.
Neba
omo chere say night football. But their caption is that imagine the stadium no is in the middle of Takwa.
And I say
this is night football in Takwa.
See, I don't know more no. I don't know post no. E their team atenase.
Adwene ho.
Omo planning
and so execute.
So anopa we nanke asari eye contract extension no. Eno any me problem I won't say has they be say o kan obi buy wadin say when is has. Nanso enye se ye ne den eso wo de hwe Liverpool Mohamed Salah contract extension hwe quality ni baby omo ade no na hwe Benjamin Asari video na togbene owura yan otamakro nyina no ewo mu no hwe ade omo de ba bonten ede ma hen I think that there is more room to improve but wo hwe media ma promo video no omo de aba bonten na a video you will have to replay it.
So what takwa who are we are you go and watch it.
And no way they say okay
you go and watch it.
Takwa must not sleep.
No you go and watch
it. It's a Friday night.
Because we are there a thought process in a call ade we mom dey aba bonten no e was through ye pa nti and no way dey wo takwa there so okopire mu e wo TNA wona na wo hwe say game no mo Dreams ebebo no mubetumi ayden mubetumi
enya so meti omo PR no and he was talking about side attraction. So it's not only about say football no kwa side attraction ewo ho to VIP ticket for example refreshment omo de be ma you know some extra qualities be omo de be ma ni ade you know or he was talking about how their supporters almost special jama be to you know that and you can see say something deliberate is going on there to ensure say they are able to sell this particular game because it's for me I think that it's brilliant.
And Prof won say adeba so media guys no yen right obetumi go through omo Twitter page no so even omo pre-match omo kate we share the quality of visuals omo de ba omo training sessions omo de ma no na omo ma adwuma no aye simple
aye kono
na adwuma no so aye akono nti wura omo social media platform so omo enya we are there say ball mabaso na other clubs no so den catch up na omo so ye
these days I think that the accessibility of PROs gradually, communications persons improving. Accessibility,
But they should also go a step further to prep their coaches and players.
It's very important.
In way they engage the media.
For the
because Emma, can you imagine? They are no waka and then they can was.
Yes.
It carries weight because on technical advice and director or Tiwa Walker. I dare say, can imagine put a can be an make wave say.
Sure.
But strategically, depend on Kayano.
Yeah.
Ama excitement of the game not higher.
So, you see, game the players, coaches, and the fans, and their tone.
Sure.
Yeah, the players ni enya administrators. Nti Debiana administrators popular again. Utumi egugo Ghanaian player bi edian waba stories e won ho. Na wo ko gugo on ne administrator ho a.
The stories does to change player.
Our media visibility change player na pictures ne videos na media ma e dey about bonte no eso ani and we share drone shots na o my na I think that great way normal who are it projected the image of the club to say they are doing serious business.
And to one say
the even in the say the people living in Takwa and 8 environs omonko stadium ho
no mo go match
omonko stadium no go show man ho nyefe
unim say
but amenko house of security team say as ma facho Abraham me Opera wa homano so good morning. Opera good morning.
Hello.
Yeah, about me ngam.
Yamna do metunka.
Fantastic. And I pay him say mo ani jimpa.
Oh, any day you will be the radiation say wa my any day.
Now, can you share some details with us with regards to Benjamin Asare extension?
You Benjamin say for the opportunity. I'm saying the woman say Enra Asare name pen for Asia. I mean the board of directors Asia. I'm discuss a lot of things concerning football. But then the central point was the contract extension. 2042 one opportunity just took some few minutes and then there was an agreement there. Watch out to say over sign a 2-year contract with an option for an additional year as well. And the now in 24 so energy on now what you might then over signing essentially I'm a club. So he was given an improved offer, which is very appreciable with the Mobia and he himself was very much happy about it. That aside, so 24 years there, because of the Nyama or the Ashe club, or the Ashe on one, so there was another reward for him as well.
But sorry, what near day?
Well, Brenya, what I can tell you is that reward, the me this reward in the Maya. I'm say, give you as the best and as a reward, and as a reward, can be a Oklahoma heavy who appreciate it.
A reward as a menu, yes, a car, ya brother best.
Yes.
I can send power because me expectations also power.
Oh, nothing minimum, me know nothing yet.
And yet,
I know nothing yet.
Okay, cook to second walk. No.
Oh, yeah, bro, baby, you better okay. From Coco Baby.
Yes, sir. 80 what more do?
Yes, Brenya, and oh, Brenya, the farthest I can go is the description that I have given to you. This is something personal for him.
Okay.
So one day said, "Ofi Minchem call a crunch you just about from 30 minutes."
Oh.
Yes. So Nangasa will have say no to the number to say it is his personal
decision to let it out. Yeah. And I feel because me can have the remember about society.
Brenya, I know the men can that me say, Ebema, me know me, ya bravo versus.
Oh, and the husband, I idea, papa. Hey, some of my Benjamin said, if you, oh, my idea, papa.
Okay, you say me can be you. Me, I na blog and I got you say me see how many fee. Brenya, you want to say, oh, that's you. Say you
see you. Anyways, now how are you prepared for the game against Vision? Because Vision for the day of my yen in some market room hano. Some question bear 5 goals grow.
Well, they can pass all the comments. They can do whatever that it is. For us, the concentration is to do the talking on the pitch within the 90 minutes. We have respect for them. but there's no fear for them. There's nothing in football. So we can allow them to do all the talking. But when we get onto the pitch within the 90 minutes, then we'll prove a point that we went to Tema and we came back home with positive news.
Are you assuring your supporters say after 90 minutes on Sunday, House Bear emerge as the winners?
Well, Brenya, we need every House of Folk supporter at the Tema base there. Let's go. Let's fill the venue with it. Baby, Vision supporters and Crown, we House of Folk supporters.
Sir?
At the end of it all,
But do you guys realize Mo caught one of your greatest players, Krum, Sintim-Koree?
Yes, Brenya. We have discussed it 2-3 days ago. Management has discussed it, so we know. And whatever that we have to do, yes, we have planned it.
So can you share some of the things I'm best because I raised an issue this morning of say we are more printed banner Sintim-Koree Kwada Stadium, more call a family home, Akosrano and all that. And baby something to show say indeed Maba Town.
Brenya, also the bad boy Bako.
Yeah,
we have been in contact with him. So it is not that we are lots of ideas and I say we don't know what we are doing. So whatever that it is, I'm sure whatever that we are able to do or whatever we are able to exhibit, we all get to see it.
Okay. Abari, thank you very much for your time this morning.
You, Brenya, Mr. Medamas, for the opportunity.
Come up and do it because I'm for the my glorious crowds of folk.
President.
My pa, President, my pa.
Men's fellowship ni pa na. O chano munsuru. Uka munsuru a eso Jesu nyame ni e o munsuru.
Okay, come the pie no and pay. Come the pie and pay. Anyways, asamba. Yeah, waka. Say better is no mushai. Omre ne ba akokwa in contact at the ombe no ebehu. Oh, okay. Enti. What you mean that? Who's a fire communicator? Oh, auntie. Communicator, auntie. You ever heard your never too late. Yeah, it's never too late. But say, I signed a contract in 2 years.
Oh, yes.
Now, I didn't master that kind of way.
I was here.
I say,
I'm a
doctor,
no, or mommy information.
And I'm the other room had it.
So ni se me nda kwato mo gym.
Yeah.
Yes. Inti. Oh, o se o ma no if so ubusa no question usi su but no person o de nam. But I don't my so be abra board there.
Nkra.
20,000 cedis. Debi. 20,000 Ghana cedis. Inti ebe se na abra board there akra de onye bi na do titu na say landlord embe na rent abro ya na fiaso na say
na ka popotu ebisi fie no ma
eno de say say na me at least
say na me we
anya kaka el bank there.
Oh Charlie.
Ebe babo na san sa.
It is
say you can no akoto treasure bills be
with the expectation that he will go to the World Cup. And the World Cup in has for so on for so.
Absolutely.
Ombenya from
say last World Cup who was clubs in 2 years. So financial financial.
And in effect, so call World Cup not Korea idea. But some club about Chema. Sky Caraba. It is good. We will all be there on Sunday. I like the vision for the new video Biaba about thing. Vision for the do more house for who.
But the moment say house for more support video be no.
And yeah, we event phobia event saying phobia on no see house for no formation say born about tinko. It will be exciting on Sunday. We'll be there. The ambassador here match so we'll be there to make one term because I expect that there will be go back and make one attempt to avoid
problem.
Yes.
Yes.
Because you talk for Nankasa Nibeko, has for Beko, Ashama for Beko, Sakuman of it won't be a crab and that's man, them the Amasa. I hope you have 40,000 capacity.
Entina no work account. You want content after 20 minutes or much to
someone go team can they live up to the expectation, to the billing?
You see. And I make us say games of this nature team never be boost here you know coach you know where you money or tactics small just about 10-15 minutes
can be bia say
games of this nature unya players no room na TV or now show videos now tell them say hey yesteryears we ena in chimana and I say one more be ball house no game be say no more boy obi to challenge and they lived up to the challenge so games of this nature tactics yana about 10% ni na psychology and I don't can say psychology no so all turn the game
is it like the Matic Onana situation
exactly
the United supporters allowed Matic to win the psychology war and to share Endra mistake be obey bia no na the camera ko too much so mistake be onana be bia the camera ko too much so
okay
we reg go panic we supporters ni na
okay opere ni
Eric Bequin
yeah you know so normally is the cycle and this time vision normal play psychology game and how to work you respond by your players showing them past games are more akwa chiremo bobre sana oye enti me gidi say coach Watara or be requesting for videos opare for videos no ma for videos no ma coach no na coach ni chire players no this is the only way this is about the only way and this is where sometimes you know have faith says so Jones I took with you because Jones doesn't mind crying in the dressing room for you to get to the players for them to go out there and show vision say we are not a former big club something they tell you you're a former big club
Kofi Bolassia some can and the vision for no use no
massa former big club very very hugely disrespectful but Omaka and has to work and chiro mo say omo nya former omo ye current still omo ye big club nti omo go get 3 points no very important for them
all right na come down kwa the list na come down kwa so we can say our na akwaba
Happy Sports late say my man tema na late say dey
late man tem
o ka late na just we are therefore we former big club no
the late
facha me ka ni disturb me ka
and so last one me kan wasam wa
no na dey na ha mentie no akwa me ka
ye no pa eya choma me said ni da ko
so frame me am say date ni me say
me family so
as usually and a year dey ta ko ni nti you know animal different tribes and especially Gans no near a year bia no time Saturdays it one year careful
family too ma shema tade wi address
and the frame that time you we kwali number bia you ko dance na wa jata yes sir
the vision for your house foki I mean what the Kotoku church and Okoye United remember mo juno dia modi so but Modi at the 50th anniversary. And I like the way I am very impressed. Let me see me through social media about so the way we've gone about it, watch the same experience.
Nana sa aka hini we mini papa o.
Sir.
Yes.
Oh okay.
Ne ba doctor no. Madam Fupa, ne ba penyini girl no so. Akosi awse Madam Fupa.
Oh.
Ni ke buza ne ka mi remu about ni me be touch ma kakrebo.
They be able to chima.
O ka se ufuba on ka.
Say ufuba ka touch ba.
How the so game in how ma promote game.
I think it's there are dimensions to this I want you careful about for be obi eye de keke but I think say modern day football if Ope say we take advantage and maximize these are the things I think you should do. Yeah. For me,
I also think that these are some of the things we used to do in the past. Na my league near certain. You jai for a long time.
I was saying no, you are calling normal. Normal. In fact, on they say could more shit.
Yeah.
And one generative BBA and the excitement beba. A very normal game. And then I need Kotoko has to be Bobo na stadium.
Virtually empty.
Yeah. Mekai
na kwa me be so ya ko stadium be
na ye kra no ko tu bi so ko tu stadium ko tu jamo bi stadium has for see jamo stadium ni na no it's just a set the base
oni akade omo ye duma okro mu
awo bishop for normal ya there na eye mesre former big club ma twe ho sa
point line no point line
kakra wo and former big club kakra wo and say the way omo fa there no former big club no also parado so anope we ba ku bia metie no o ti fish fo ni nyina ya has fo and is almost sha and you be bata for the sumu say also pele tell my you today ni Kotoko
absolutely
yeah nipa ba ku pe etimi create difference and me for vision for na ya there and they are also doing well so mo person mo tell no mo kam na hwe nkrofo vision for so asese o ma has for Ekukudam Babangida Ebenezer Muzomu strong has for but nei utio manu kasa I say has a back say that so mu ni omu de munga mu de besi bia besi anti me feel say e be a good game and vision also so omu here to survive say be a league na ko no wa nye careful na wo san fi ho ba wa chi dia wa bregu
sa
division 1 ne bon ye den e wo kwan bi so ba onye fi ho na be Royal Premier on ma sesa wo players no remunerations and all that it change because you cannot use division 1 remunerations no for them at Premier and na Premier no so the distance I will be to kwan no na ade no enye easy I mean we feel how them tamale not to ho baby just enye ade easy but me for say oh my ade game no be interesting and I wish them can be an opportunity my heavy but unfortunately me to me heavy
more much we can
me boy internalize me my Sunday you know they are me bo home for yeah you know difficult time but a very interesting game say me hani me make say o ma hype game ni ye say game you cry to me a match of the week but vision for no na o mu haka kra but o ma ya be say o mu ya big club na has here for my big club o ma ya abe big club na has akwa for my
be 1 week o be ya be big club 1 week
say o mu kan na has ko yi ano ana wo here omu detective pace no na has a correspondent is it opare obeka obeyi nsebo no sa because obi aba frɛ no aye vision for na creative anka opare okwa away anka ohia kasa
oni interview ya
anka ohia kasa obo ho ma na okasa but we vision for na me say opare we da abekasa and when the best sports are from Paris because as my vision can far has of focus into Paris also pay and need maybe so be one in or beka sa kopim sa de besa etina ko beka sa vision for na me da djuma and also oye oponga James wonye one ka so wo kwa we wonye enti o my idea enti yamon pa say you be witness nice game especially officiate bibia be kama so that at the end of the day no you be vision for no so for say has to focus a former club because big clubs are not actually more vision for no more position. No, we are nobody Kotoko for to say Kotoko big club into a 4-1. Now has a former big club to any boy shine back up and no crumble bread. It's no vision for us actually. Secretary, big man, I said, oh man, I'm going to Kotoko big, also you're big, I must see big clubs this year more. Now Kotoko big no man 4-1 to no who say Kotoko not to the proper place into a can and not to go has on a 1 and look where the boy been at say almost the year you know and you know almost a former the house of folk need to redeem their image that they are not former till they also more no more koni match the very nice game I'm both vision guys na baso for the way a promo game na no mo rate ni na so aba mo so say raffles be auto replica na crowd so mo say ton replica in addition na auto replica na obetimi the room free one to replica na baby a 30 baby a 50 baby a 100 and the to replica na 200 and enter free
almost get you and he has a bar
and I said plus bonus is to say also to me double amount and how do you pay them na ya has in kwan so na obon to for my big club we have some big clubs na nkasa so and you need to prepare well until the vision for no but see our big clubs but Brenya say you know say
has in your former big club has a big club
and then
yes
And a vision for the country.
Vision for the vision for come as a man.
Vision gas and then you know they na ka ho.
There be vision for the car.
And you're running and as a vision cast on that down. And then vision says as a man
be there into us. In fact, Benjamin Asare so signing a 2-year contract with House of Folk. I signing the contract for the club with the club. Say very good news man club no.
Obisame.
Yeah. I want to make a video. I want to be so near about also. So I was like, go to
why are you? That's what they
open the go.
That's what they.
But that's what they. Oh, camera. Oh, I saw
oh, tio. Oh, sa kotoko issue no. Let me to a brand tenner for say. Call Black Stars no. When ya almost public ni nyina be na say mo share da no match no so observe bibi ya tama e ko ba say ono na obeda post ni stadium announcer no ebobo selection obo ni di no we dey hwe the way stadium no e charge ye e kire say no ma mu ni nyina eta na chi say foreign based players ni ebo mo ka de omo ba bo ne konche kwa no akogi di aba betu mfimfim ni aba be share ye di emia no ne ade enti no yema we no mo kwan and Asare so prove beyond reasonable doubt say no betimi aye me later kwa na me say even no call Blasters camp no boy any could pry about the share ho until that 2 games nya no we pra you see on say all kono okushia professionals until on also person ko look nice to ko give new boot brand new boot anon fa nye training da it was a new boot no and them say try na ti ho kakra until maninya
blisters kakra
but to me and any the other churches so mo be e ho de kwa koda because or reporting e ko drop no ha na akọ say chance ne kwa obi kwa be ka say hu na aboro into also me and yem no de koda 2 games no die ni nyina no not our problem but to me and any the die just to save ne ho and the rest of the players and for me na me ni age ne ho enti bi 2 ne fo me ni share baby last week e ko ni da kwa ye no enti me ni ko share a day before mami 2 ne fo say on hwe ne lifestyle ye say na onye opportunity obi abogi no so afi na enkrofo a no mo nyada no ebe so mo yada no na ye nua ma ye Africa no be chese o mo fele no
nto anu put any wrong Ohene ye nua mba say o mo bana some se Benjamin Asare o mo fele na there's nothing wrong with that absolutely
no so dey actually
no, I'm saying that there's nothing wrong. Say, man, because of Felina, there's nothing wrong with that. So let's not create the impression as if say.
No, I am not saying
No,
now the born say you need to be careful.
So that won't need
too much man. There
is no history, and there's no evidence or research to back that. Player beer where the HBB no abone form. There's no history. No. The only history. There is no history. The only thing will be say Abia. Call Abia will say the rape at also, and all say at also. But the act in Casa there is no history.
No, Casabia,
too much of everything. You see,
there is no research to show that Obia is at the end of the for mother.
So Uncle Train never bought.
So I don't go to that in the new film.
So that's what I'm saying. I will say the American say, Tio. Ye kase bibia ye man brusu bia na won so so bone aye de bebrewo too much of everything is bad and ne uti ho ase a won call Black Stars.
No, but if you okra wa pere kwa won feel scientifically a lot of sex eboa prostate. So there has never been anywhere in scientifically proven say a lot of sex is bad.
No, you are not getting the point I'm making.
Well, it tells your prostate.
But for an athlete,
no, for athlete, when you are going to other, you've forgotten that scientifically it's not even proven. Because some people believe that the releasing of testosterone, will perform better.
You see, you are not getting the point.
No, but even
I am saying,
speaking about.
Now, me cry, the old can cry. Me a teacher of that. I try to even educate. It's good. The best form of exercise for our heart is to go into bed and be performing. I know there is a fact. And so far that time, scientifically, there's no proof to say. So I'm saying, say performance of an athlete, Sabi un concentrate wo training ho na time also recruit training wo de share them na wo fire o power said their coaches are major tournament and competition on my players kwan just to release pressure and tension but it's not too much. There's time for everything. It's bad. And what by Benjamin Asari and some one neighbors body when you chroma me see and name so be or tin throw to mu call baby no be tete na or the camera to so they say no be public figure microphone ni one so nti one careful now ma timude yodium time also the coach ni kwa na anenam. So I was advising him about Black Stars. The football na me dey man no. Then Alaja can be beside me say unya no kotoko anka pe na say ka be boa branch na nkasa. Listen to me ni ye o. Man kotra say the Brenya ato question ama me ya no say there be men nye good so be say ama has na mo ko ha. Eye me tunifo e kire say o deserve to be in the Black Stars na me wish say obetimi maintain that position no ache. Na nkoye say onye opportunity me you don't know your command chance be mpa na ko create problem because there's this impression say locally based players what do call Black Stars na pressure and tension ba na che say o ma change o meaning players be
I can give you examples of players that connect to my ba can football na.
I say aye bibi basa ebi o ha time onya ka ba ko bi kura for sorry a
ebi also coaches na so na ball ma bro
no wo ho
mo club bi
why
Felix goalkeeper
Felix Ben.
Felix Anan.
Why there? See, and you say be a time in ho. Ebre wo ho a e betimi argue wo ho.
Papa honestly.
O ta say ebre wo ho a
but if Sintim-Koree then this thing has been in contention for a while now. Yes.
And na ono the problem no kotokobon ni ye den.
So coach bench no ko wa about someone nchi a obi two na national team ball no.
Obi here dey.
Obi two no.
That is the word.
So it's based on performance.
You see, they are registered players of the team. Obi deserve to be part of the team. And ABA time now uja hokoye no. Obi take advantage and also bar up. Time
one match pen.
No, I'm saying it's a time Yama Felix and na Kwame Bandai no. How was his performance?
Kwame is very good.
So what are you saying?
But national team goalkeeper, you have to protect the national team.
Exactly. The point is that
it's your own interest.
It's in your own interest.
No, the ono so nya national team kwa enye.
Ni friend.
Baby Adra. Your national goalkeeper.
Your friend national team.
Baby. A baby Drew ya. Ne o goalkeepers bi ano mu nyina o one team. By from on national team.
Yeah.
And the fact is
Sabre no. Sabre no. Enye Sabre no na ye ka.
No, I am saying is that the fact is or no coach am for nan to post tomorrow. And say your friend on national team so. Oh. Listen to me carefully. Say the form ni good that okay ho na the national team coaches should also know say ebia the coach man na post me say onya ade so I can still call him. Okay. So you cannot blame the club coach alone.
I'm blaming the club coach. And
no club coach no nyina so one say all the players are registered players. It's based on performance with your beba time a o ko no usually na say we be jahwako e na wako ba o ko ye no obi take over the person is doing well etuba no anama drop on no the wako onkwa na abobon no
why not
no they are no principles to be a coach is
even the coach I've had discussion with him in this regard. I'm catching our private conversation say I disagree with him.
Me obetimi admit privately to you but ebia that is it and I'm saying say fine it is obedient baby na enei atwam kura no asa de yem fato ho say mo na mudi na bra I will not take it.
Well,
because Salif Wansa and Mohamed Odum at a point was in the same team. They were called to the national team, the Black Stars.
Every question I'm saying, but me can want some young comrade.
Let's remember Kame. Would the way I deal? It's now buy a nay,
because coach.
Oh, side will be saying, because be other Kayo fee. It's now buy a nay,
because player no only coach now do the same team into whom he has a maker.
But if performance, no one deserve to be there.
No. In fact, the people keeps on making mistakes.
That's not the number. And they be no question or the favor. But in the case of Salif Wansa and Mohamed Odum, at that time, difficult for you. Yes, it is sanity. Benjamin, a good so I stand in the contract. Sabi, yes, what you so good for Aqua, a trehuru. And the baby a Brabon ye ma baby I will share and okay if you want to answer to us. I never bad. A be a house for so here.
When I for him, Kofi Bola same country Jesse. Any then I come down say ex big clubs exist. Uko UK United ex big club. Uba Ghana Kotoko any has. Cancel Kofi Bolasi.
Yeah, Kofi Bolasi. Only very careful, baby.
Yeah, that's it.
Me say, me can't to gase. But you can't even describe United as an ex-big club. You can't. No matter what is happening, United are now Deloitte for release your money in here.
No correct. So enko Division 1 league so mo zone na ka nye zone na osho ho sa. But in the last 1 week or 2 weeks, it should be baho. Then him say the fight was between Hoho United, Oko United, ne Olympics first round, and I'm toy and I still move.
Oh yeah, that's home.
I'm qualify.
Yes, of course. I don't know.
Point is 8. Between Moni Hoho, I say 8 points.
10 points.
10 points.
Yes.
Wow.
I got 8 matches, 24 points.
Yeah.
Then you are telling me that 10 points, I should throw in the towel.
Oh, my inconsistent. We don't form the first one and the second one, yeah, in fact.
No. It's young. Yes, me did too say challenges be on the way. Me share ya na say team management is share the two accounts no. Like I say in team in ru hosted any year hwehwe. But it is not over yet. Okay. Now we are left with 8 more matches to go. Out of the 8 in the year, 5 home matches to play, 3 away matches to play.
5 home, 3 away.
Away. How 3 home, 5 away.
Out of the 8.
Out of the 8. Eti eno alone kura.
Omo bonus so.
Omo bonus yes. Omo kwa away kura so ato aso bi no.
Omo golden kicks.
Besa abo. Enti me fo say
but omo nya 6 points in there. Ebe dey so be catch you.
On say baby ayedru no. Yes, me until time I metro in the tower no say abi I am fan say o che me 10 points in akabe 3 matches. 3 no so lu suni de nyina na me wini nyina me nya 9 minute 10 and dey no me ha me ho nkasa bi. But o che me 10 year play for 24 points. Na ma be jam say enye. Yes, o my consistent or top wa chese kwa no mo they are doing well. Enti yeah, the football, the name of be Timisi Obomo, and name of be
between Olympics and Port City. Why in the world the strength? I'll bet me I catch you up with them.
I'll say Ohene United. Me say me name Port City.
That's no more ball. We need positive ball.
Me name ball. Yes, Port City cross me Kufurudia.
Yeah,
it was unfortunate, but me I can say zone 3. Ohene United is the best team in the zone. In terms of performance. Ohene United is
because first round there Moti Akuma, mo be share Olympics or Accra, ko share ho. Afedie. Dabi yentimu nkabium.
Oh say dabi yanhye yani ho ye share no wo
Kofodua.
Aha no share.
Ono be share mo ho.
Ho no kra ko share no kra ya mamo etratra nkonwa no saa patonta mo ho say Omangasa admit say Oma bobo even kotokokra bo abebo ko but Ohene United ball na yebo no ye mom good run for their man obi an bebo bia gitum and they bia tell the players say look Ohene United eye edin a nkrofo aspire to be part of Ohene United eti wanya kwan a mano ko ba fufura ene ye division 1 kwa no Amanfo still knocks the door of Ohene United to come and play eti player be show ko wa or extra training for everybody to see say or a good player. Eti wo no awoba okwa wo na tama wo be fufo na oyere wo no ana bedu hana wo fo se wa bedru nti wawie eti no edi yenya a osemo city up de wo ye ana wo de ba ha no ba so be double no so that nipa na oba cannot catch up with you but you relax there say na be but minim say ye gusu ye ntoto ye we are adding the 50th anniversary need to nti ye ne mpanifo adi nkomo se de bia me catch
enti na mpesa mba Premier League this year no na ka sifty
oh yeah na say June ko unya 50 years June so ne ye wie league
yeah
enti na ye for say anka etimi ye ne saa anka e betimi organize big deba pa say anka be first ya qualify na yes enhia mu no na ye ko bona nanom amane say ye call kono we ne de abadi dimfishi aduonu mu no but anya no nko we also want to add legacy projects to it say after 50 years no they no Ohene United wow betimi de akire we are looking at a clubhouse wo ho mpanifo bi abetwam boanya clubhouse ma eko no but bibinti we are not using it and in the tibia na we are taking advantage to see betimi de aba state bi a be yen kai dum bi de ama club no also as we speak the club is not playing our games or your normal venue. For the past 2 years, about Premier, you bought home away from home. Yes. Nina last season you played second, you bought home away from home. 30 games you bought outside. And today be a 2 coin. And they are that day, so you have 2 coins, sir. And your force say Nyame adom nanka yetimi mpanifo boy me wie ida nkoko on price wa anka omo ene omusia kan so wo so kam omo benya feeling of kwa say dey kwa so tie kakra afro be poni wie na wa ugina so na hu nkoko say dey hotie no aha wa obi say wa ba baby enti e hwesi bit me say no nya nanka bia the league no so etimi aka ho enti ya boy ho modern sem awura no mo abaye okoyi na since 1974 afa ye tie no bebre akrati asefo ato ananam won se do badodo na so tie ase. You talk of tea or fair or founding fathers and when they were new pa RK appear or betting the Quapaco, this are no career strong pano, Sapapai and Sadasco, SK Dako, Groland Hotel Manager, and a job boy, Penifo Asiko, the Nasa Kraka near Canasemi, and now Minia Ebony. Just a random be seconds, Mr. Abrapia and Abrapia Shabai. Shaban so every year uniform there.
There was one doctor being a friend
Dr. Frimpong or Donna Clinic. All of them. All of them. You report I already there man penny for Yami Adoma China Croatia traditional council. Ewo Kwuna Yamo who she say roadmap committee na ya. Run me pay on visiting now will be a share experience with us. Say a choir or see a fashion or with me back to baby, I know what that.
But do you have some of your former players, Alaji Bello?
All the players. They try say be even in Easter Mukare organizing program. Retired players of Okoye United. Yet me have been going together now, if possible, you create a fund to be for them. Now, yet me I establish this idea of be a former players of Okoye United. Kotoko will be. Akopa House of Focus will be. We need to also get before Okoye United, Alaji Bello, Pela Boaji, Anthony Abuamunina, former players of Okoye, Sika Kuno, Patao, Damu, Omunina once played for Okoye United. We want to create Saturday for the team. There are a lot of even though you try to win the league, there are other things that you see near the boy team. Now support base in so of course supporters in the doors, but you said that structure and you said Bahasa Ubenya chapters, or call Kotokwa, Ubenya circles, or call mountains, no, but I be Oga try say you beat me a document in a crater na document be a big guiding one, a big man when you so timid to a kuni year so that Bedu Babino supporters not the owners apart from anonymous supporters in the owners of the club. And see, yeah, boy, homo de make a chum say, Mamma Bamumu. Achiaswe muye kwa United there asase abaye ntija no ebe remain as such yentimi at no point will be making reference akase former big club kwa United da a former tetene ye big that so ye big because why ye big kopim say yesu beba nothing will drop or call back administratively na neman ketibi e dey call ye chimi call division 2 but what since I buy be attested to it say your team is solid. I can't marketing KTB, but encourage we will bounce back.
One of the issues here, venue, then I'm more far venue.
Oh well, make us a club president. I know we do what there. Kwetian Ohene. I do not feel now. What say about 200 more so obey. And there no can say Nanama Trankunya. She say on the Abba, the Ohene Fufraba. That's a bit more about your Tosumiensa. Didn't see a kunya so mu yi ni kire no sada no ana na woda nti ogina so ye nhemu kakra ne nana no matankonya mpeni kakra ne wa around so no mu di o ma woda to kan ni nyina abomu na woda na se no me ati ase na botai a wo mo koyi na even the fundraising did na kra no na the 50 years anniversary of the club and on the toso sada no ye fundraising raise bibi kakra also the so team na se no so botai ne se obehwa makoyi na te de gina na Mabruna woko umpotem no so no also nya facility a ebetimi amomo God given talent no etimi ababo nti me wo gidie mapa se safiwe ne yentimi anya ba bia nsi akan as a club afie ebesimo no I am more than convinced say Okoye United will play from home.
Kwabna we dey mention na minbisa
Benya de Kwabna.
Yeah.
Wow. Yeah, Kwabna. Say you know So basically, Easter a homecoming for Kwefo.
Yeah. That's it.
Big homecoming. Now, how is the club taking advantage to rally the people who will come and get them to back some of the projects you are talking about? You say you kind of saying stadium, clubhouse.
Okay.
Does the club have any plan taking advantage of the Easter, festivities, any homecoming, to rally support or to raise funds?
Yeah. So, your roadmap committee be the longest serving board secretary for Korea United, Mr. Brenya, and that's our committee now. And I'm here and vice. All two other members are your core proboko Sam Penifan Bubomudin, Bibri, I a reporter. Misaka saying Yami Adoma, Yisha traditional council, Yami Adoma China. And an animal Korea United here, Modia. And yeah, you might for the IA and baby, we need to go and brief them. Near Kojo blessing your country. Your plans. Efa dia woka nyina ho aye pese ye program kakra Abraham Krofo ebefi no na ose ekobo na nanam amande na ye gi omo so nsem nhira na omo so emaya kwankyere kwan ya ye mfamfa so enti dia woka nyina no is in the pipeline. Yes, enti nyame adme fin next week ekwa na se ye wie meeting ni china na abro yi puma kwan mu a between Tuesday Wednesday logo for the 50th anniversary no kwa ye be launch but nyina no hia the blessing of the kingmakers so that that is why I'm limited to some of the things. But from Monday, Nyame adom na china ye share we na say omo kire baby ayem fa. If you work on we will share whatever with the public.
Because now we can't say me co break no. As no person shout out to be and I say with the birthday dedication.
So omo this where the positive Mam Chafa is for women, sir.
Okay.
Push up some mutation, no. And Kofi Jerry. Communications director for.
Now, who read there or positive?
Balabala, head of Balabala.
Now, Balabala to me.
Mean killing Balabala.
How can Kelly be part of Balabala?
How can Kelly be part of Balabala?
No, so Kelly, there's no Kelly, because all decision makers.
Yeah, Balabala for.
Za. Balabala. Now what do you say?
Balabala.
Hey, you Balabala too. Just a good Balabala too.
I tell you. Vanessa Umaron, so or Kolebu radiotherapy department, Dr. Vanessa Umaron. Unu say no oye me for money pa e to ayo le go no na de nyame adom me ko onso no wasakosha no ho.
Okay.
Ai em say ndwa de oye me bofo.
Empenifo be ka bia e no kra wo.
Ampa.
Ana empenifo say
say oju so ho yara oju say kesia.
Be
do doko to kodua no agam ho. O ke betwa to twere.
And me say me hu no I busy intimate me afre no. And I'm say after my relieved because we there we come and then make us say next week is my appointment.
Fantastic.
50th meal no go say my appointment.
Yeah.
Then make us say Wednesday my appointment.
Network there unya.
Yes. Guys, I'm come on so chief for so tie no emblem bi no metro ma John 0551563916 0555657278. Mr. Odin be free. Good evening, Yanko.
Any
bra.
I only bring up a
When you uncle,
Yabapa, Mamitia, Ebusia 4, Namintia, and Aquamin. Then I tell you, say, oh, well, yeah, a poor much empty, a baby, as your name, ye. Now, move to Samoa, dear, Yaman, you man, yet, give me a lot to heavy do. Me ba chow abo mami why
mebo me shaba mo me
chop afo no kakra America ni say yami aduma Sunday tinko yani omo be vie face on Vision FC yani abre ene wie mi ni ya Fabros ko ya die bi e wo tema ho na ya mpre microphone ya timi asise ya ensheda nye yie sa no ye be ye tu dabi ye be tell omo no mo say yes yani abre we da si
me so ni bi afrefe
ya we idi
ya
ya em say ni ka pa catch we ni fan say if you now the church and should I never pass. Who can say, let's degree, alcohol, because of Sony.
Did they wait in Papa?
Mr. Carmen, the Bachami.
Okay.
Let's degree, cut off, and I'm on Banty, Sony.
Yeah.
She's happy to one. She said, when you're a clash and walk away and Bacham, and now get a boy.
On Castle for Koya Master,
now, I'll see, obviously, the assassin, a mark, the friends, a son, a dear excuse. A staff prostate, I don't count. And I'm
okay. Yeah, Mr. Audi, your favorite.
Mr. Ohene-Bampoe.
Yeah, fabulous, your call.
Nah, Sarah, I said,
there be meant to be combo.
I can't some studio on the more. What I say about the sample, and maybe I will your honor. Yes, because if you are like
Ola in Ukraine, Ola in Ukraine, yeah.
I think I'm the father, you know. That's mercy. Well, we are many who have started with our own passion. Every now, everybody, my more about any Edmapamo, just happy FM. Which I said, the million, I don't know what the kind of Santa Pepe, and then what I said, I'm put them all. When the young up and down, belly, for some Diana, has to build too much with you. Never to tell you. I remember not having that one muscle. But with that, Tibiano, or ex-president, and the Ketu, president, and they're going to football in your mind every year. Last time that was that Twitter. No more call any day, any come on.
Yeah, follow that. Mr. Odin, hello? Yeah, I'm going to
yeah, you know me, Patrick, Kenya, in Vinyana, if I ambassador me, a woman with me, in total pleasure, oh, my call, look, because of that. So soon, we are only a future in Naya 2 in Yanamo. Richard Asari,
Benjamin Asari.
Yeah, and Benjamin Asari, Brawa Breno, or the Tua, say, was she any degree? We know and finding called the Yakika, Nagatabashan, we need that is up on Pamamo. They are shading the place no back and say, oh, my Maji, born of Mokashi in that studio, Canada play that you say, oh, now the money is one with that one, all this one, nice was reference. That play here, but Division 1, the army player, now we have a player to we are, Oba, I am sure planning for my, if you are savvy, but also not in the year with Ninkaka.
That's it, Mr. Udin, my final call, Udin, be afraid.
Open Obi.
Bah.
Good afternoon, sir. Morning, Sue.
Good morning.
Joel and Anthony.
Oh, okay, nice.
One Pako.
Mahoney Pakropa.
Okay. Mamma Mona Jumamuye. Now, only say, Gaya Kumunu, say, in Tokasi Pana, say, one Obia you do original baby, inventors are Nipano. Were dangerous. Antina ana vision for you, Mamubo Baba, so the way Omudi Omu hyping on ma, coming now for a vision has. But so much almost say, Yanni and Kasa Rema Dufo. The one of Kasa and I down the moons and you're down the beer. And Kasa, the 90 minutes in do a campaign game now. The Kasa beer and baby. Anna or FC, Papa, last or Copiamo ATV. Anna Kasa, Jana Hanina, I can't say. Or you not our fans in the beer, but to see how I say, chapters, Kotokoni House or chapters or Moon chapters, and the president say, Banistan or how supporting Sydney House or Kotokoni chapters, Mr. Sakushin, Mammy. You obey Yanum, Midasipa. Meyanum. A crab bottom Lampard, their bar on Facebook. Say good morning, Ohene-Bampoe, Brenya. I'm watching you live. Kvajan Blackman say good morning. I'm watching you live inside Pig Farm. Kwesi Ametowodu or say good morning, watching you live from Dansuman Beach Road. Asempa, you are too much. Mr. Wise or say I'm enjoying the show live from Temagolf Estate. Fantastic sports show. Mr. Wise Temagolf Estate or there, but Yahweh are so no go or say I'm enjoying the discussion. Keep it up, guys. Thank you very much. Yes, where Asanogo? Oh, okay. Yahweh Asanogo. Yeah, Asanogo. Michael Ajano, good morning. Watching live from Kwabenya. Heartwood 4 come Sunday. It is possible. Sitting in Sigatogo say, hi, OBB and team. I think that it is good news commercially for Heartwood Folk to renew the contract of Black Stars goalie
Ben Asare, but the hype and presentation was poor. I see most of the Champions League teams across board changing their key teams. So let's choose GG, not straight wins. Okay. Where I couldn't run their banner say Champions League teams in the embassy or more teams into try Masako goes, men could win. And also their banner. Pierre, good morning. Lovely guys, good morning to you. Sir, I'm fast like I say, I'm a Betika, home of champions. I'm saying, they download them app no or Play Store, no more 100% free bet. We DMB no pay, interface no more there, more fair, and the navigation no very easy. Now, only say, a betting platform, here smartphone and some betting. There be yam, crop between that betting call *263#. Now also follow prompt no never bet. I say in share kakre eka ho bie. Now only 18 years and above am sraw you free betting mo na gaming bet me are addictive at the amount high sense almost everyday price for everyday people per electronic appliance papa dia ho and also call super television set, refrigerators, chest freezers, air conditioners dia na pair master TV now born up payment na aba no jai we a guy oba ba obesrew ko high sense cooperative papa na also a use be oba nkra ne eye Ghana hadia be bia obunya high sense showroom obeso ne yedi nkomo a friend 0302 550000 square website highsense.com.ga social okoho obunya yen enso ewo hobie ntimo hye no so emfa emma yen soccer bet somebody soccer chance aba je 10 plus games now also near 1.3 or higher one match SL bet no ma ska odi try no ye bo homiensa enedi amawo umpewe DMB and ope soccer bet yedamase some adwene ye boys yesu ye ho amode soccer chance aba na mun kan sen shega krabi esan eka ho bi enjoyment kola organ ha nyina ne wiase nyina no enje kola emu de papa enkola no empenifo no kola abakoya mo ba fi bi she fridge no ma wo mo ate mesromo orange mango peach and apple lime me mango no na me pepper so me no mo a na mafu ahye me ni dibio efse ma me tam Mr. Adonko Soft Drinks Beverages Limited in the Bedjaman. So, no more, it is like our day. Mr. Pedo to a friend 0244 832286 0507 878668. Nany and Komoha and any Jumadi and Swiss. Performed by Jessica Fiamponsa and I come down qua and a Fiazica Sempa. And so, with the old Kawadaroma, I say, will be the message be by Kitu. So, Mikase has our chapters, Nakotoko circus, and don't say numbers. Numbers no Okoye United war, but enye well organized, enye structured. But in Ukraine, minimum news on saying Okoye has.
Who told you that?
Who
told you that?
On the evidence of numbers about stadium.
Now Oko. Oh, that be TV. So no, what I am saying, say, me, my ekotoko mo adwuma.
Okay.
As supporters, deputy chief, worldwide all my life. I know what I'm talking about. I know what 7 are branch and the buyer or and in terms of commitment and or doper for clubs, coordinated supporters.
Okay. Obi am fan in Sabo Kumunchen Papa Fie. It was pa nemo ye no nya adwene.
But unnecessary man kan wadwe.
Na bon kan ho na we kire fan ko. No san fan yam na. E na mase bebre. Yakra mo.
Di ti hu ni say mu yi di yen. E ma ye hu nkom o koso no. And kana other stations na be kan. Ye twa kura mani ji hu ni say presenters no. In fact, you are very good.